Hey, I keep it G at all times. At all times, keep it G at all times. I ain't lying, keep it G, that's all I know. Hustling, flipping dope. Salute to a real G when you see us step in the soap.
I keep it G at all times. She with me at all times. All this money in this bitch, oh, can't you see it's all mine? I ain't got no 9 to 5 when you with me, it's all crime. In Frisco bringing the bitches, what you see is all dime. In San Diego with 90 bricks, fly season all on my feet. Rest in peace, my nigga Guap, he used to put us on plenty links. Rest in peace, my nigga Dre, he used to tell us go spin that shit. Go to LA, get some bees, make a box and it's in that shit. I've been flipping with Stony C, us niggas is getting rich. I'm feeling like Jake Prince, pull up in this step on shit. Clover G's is the mob, them the ones that I'm stepping with. Lil Flip put me on, so he the one who I'm repping with.
I keep it G at all times.
Look at the whole gang, man. Look at the whole gang. I see y'all in this, man.
Yeah, it's your boy Justin on the scope. We don't break the news, we just break the news down.
It's most definitely Scope gang or no gang or don't bang. Hey, we're gonna stay real over here, man. Big Scope gang. Salute to everybody watching this video. Make sure y'all like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. I do live streams all the time.
It's Scope gang or no gang or don't bang. Salute to everybody. Good. Hold on.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's a good time to put that Reggie in the air, gang. Salute to everybody in the building, y'all. It's most definitely Friday night. I said I was going to be back. Oh, yeah, it's Friday night. I said I was going to be back, and we here, gang. Salute to everybody rocking with me, gang. It's Friday night. I said I was going to be back, and we back, gang. Salute to everybody in the building. Light that gas up, too, gang. Put that gas in there, because this is a smoke out, man. Rest in peace to Nolen Wells. Friday night breakdown. I got a few other stories, too, I want to kind of dip into. You know what I mean? A few more things I want to look at. But we for sure got to cover what's going on, the latest news, and what's going on with Nolen Wells, man. Smash that like button. Salute to everybody in the building, y'all. Yesterday was a crazy day in the media for Nolen Wells. Crazy day for everybody, man. The parents spoke. We heard from Ben Crump, Al Sharpton. We heard from everybody, gang. Well, we finna break some of this down. Salute to everybody in the building, man. Rainy Rain said, happy Friday, Sco. Yeah, put that gas in there, man. A lot of y'all in this chat don't got jobs anyway. Yeah, a lot of you niggas ain't working. A lot of you women ain't seen a job, niggas, in the 90s. Smash that like, but yeah, over collecting them checks and shit. You know what I mean? And lies, slip and falls, the job. I know how y'all get down in this chat, man. I know how this chat get down, man. There's a lot of slip and falls over here, man. Smash that like button. Put some smoke in there, gang. I most definitely got some good za over here, man. I got some good za, man. I got some vintage AK-47 over here, gang. Yeah, I got some vintage AK-47 over here. If you think I'm cap right now, drop a cap in the chat, gang. I got some vintage AK-47 mixed with a little Northern Lights, too. Yeah, I got some vintage AK-47 mixed with some vintage Northern Lights. Put a cap in the chat if you think I'm capping right now. Smash that like button. Salute to everybody in the building, gang. We back, man. It's Friday night, gang. Salute, gang. Salute. Nikki 901. I can always depend on Nikki 901 to you know what I mean? Smash that Hood's Queen. So, all right. So, yeah, I got to see what y'all doing right now in the chat. I see what's going on here. V804, salute, my guy. Salute to everybody rock with me, gang. V804, you said they hate on me, gang. Salute to everybody rock with, man. Newski from Boston, man. Shout out to Boston in the building, man. I don't see Boston in here enough, man. Shout out to Boston. Who from Boston, man? New addition from Boston. Bobby Brown from Boston, ain't it? Shout out to all my Boston niggas in the chat tonight, man. Yeah. I don't give Massachusetts enough credit over here, man. Shout out to Massachusetts in the house tonight, man. Yeah. Salute to King Hudson, man. I see you, Shunny. Shout out to Hollywood T in the building. Reyes, what's good? Shout out to Rod Davis, King Darius. Salute to everybody, gang. Shout out to everybody. Eric Jackson. Shout out to Eric Jackson, man. John Dope. Shout out to Raven, man. Salute to Raven. Salute to I was talking bad about you last night, Raven. You was gone already, though, so you didn't catch that. 901 Tony B. Salute, gang. Sheeta Pisces, what's good? Sheeta Pisces. Shout out to Jakari in the building, man. Tiffany, what good, Tiffany's? Salute to Nikki 901, Boo Johnson. 901, damn, Memphis in here. Deep Tony, 901 Tony B. Damn, Memphis. Shout out to KC Dog in the building, man. Shout out to Texas Talk, Big Damu, Noya, King Hudson. Yeah, salute to everybody, man. Who is Ball Buster, man? What the hell, Ball Buster? Come on, fam. Shout out to Miss Cat Dog, Visual Dog. What's good, fam? La Davis, salute, fam. Shout out to everybody, man. Who is that? Laney Berry? I hope I'm saying your name right, man. Let me see. Sherlon Hilt. Salute to Sherlon Hilt, man. Shout out to everybody building, man. Captain, let me see. Compton Bomb dropped a 50 on you niggas early, man. Shady knows everything. I'm standing on that until I'm proven wrong. So if y'all don't know what he's saying, man, Compton Bomb is saying, man, y'all are investigating the Nolen Wells case all wrong. Everybody online who is not looking into Shady Katie, y'all got it backwards, man. Y'all are wasting y'all time, man. Katie will lead you to what happened to Nolen Wells. She knows. Do y'all agree with my guy Compton Bomb, man? Salute to Compton Bomb. Shout out to everybody donating to the platform, man. Let me see. Shout out to Robert Franklin, man. Salute to the Skull Gang. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday, Robert Franklin. Yeah. Everybody say happy birthday to Robert Franklin in the building, man. Yeah. Happy birthday to my guy, Robert Franklin, man. Salute, my guy. Smash that like, but yeah, happy birthday, fam. Robert Franklin, it's Friday night. You should be somewhere getting some draws. You should be somewhere getting some draws, but you here with us tonight. Salute, brother. Yeah, kick it with us, man. At least jump in that chat and try to get it something, man. It's Friday night, it's your birthday. Jump in this chat and pull something out this chat, man. I heard it's some real deal freaks over here, man. Smash that like button. Salute to everybody building. Yeah. Smash that like button, man. Who in here, gang? Shout out to Gimme Mo. Shout out to Gimme Mo. I see you, LD. What's good, fam? Salute to Cream in the Mix in the building. Salute to Kimberly. Salute to everybody, man. Let me see. Kill Switch. What's good, fam? Shout out to Business John in the building, man. Candy Crush. What's good? Salute to everybody, man. It's Danae. What's good? Let me see. I see the T Culture. What's good? ATLK Will. Salute, gang. 901 Cocaine is in the building. Chance. What's good? PC40 Nate. Shout out to everybody. Crunch Fam TV. Salute, gang. Shout out to everybody rock with me, gang. Yeah, Friday night. We just here to cut up, gang, but we most definitely want to get serious, man. Sexy Burger. I see you. Big Luck. What's good? Shout out to Lady V in the building, man. Salute to everybody, gang. Salute, gang. Salute. A YouTube auntie. Shout out to a YouTube auntie, man. Pretty girl, what's good? BMC Television, what's good, fam? Salute to Jay Higg in the building, man. Salute to everybody, man. BJ with I missed your name, BJ. Yeah, I see salute to everybody here, gang. It's a lot of y'all in here, man. Salute to everybody rocking with me, man. Yeah, salute to everybody, man. Antoine Wartime, what's good, fam? Rico, what's good, fam? Let's get to some news, gang. Let's get to some news, man. Let's get to some news. Salute to everybody rocking with me, gang. Turn me up, man. MJ, what's good, fam? Skodria, what's good? Salute to the whole gang, man. Where did I want to start first, gang? Shout out to Compton Bomb, man. Salute to my guy Compton Bomb in the building, man. AR1, what's good, fam? Salute to everybody, gang. Let me see. Where did I want to go with this thing first, man? Before we get into the Nolen Wells news, y'all, before we speak on Nolen Wells, I want to go to some other stories real quick. I want to go to some other stories, man. I want to go to some other stories, gang. Yes, light the gas up, man. Rest in peace to Nolen Wells. We finna break some of that down. I'm gonna go look at some of y'all favorite TikTokers and bloggers. So y'all send me stuff all the time from other content creators, and y'all know how I do it over here, gang. I'm no hater. If y'all send me something, we're gonna look through it. We're gonna break it down. Some of these content creators be talking like they breaking it down, and I want to see what's going on. So when y'all send me stuff, I say, you know what? I'm gonna pull it up on the platform. I'm gonna let everybody look at it. We gonna see, do we keep it or do we throw it away? Is it real or is it, you know what I mean? Is it a dud or is this bitch finna blow up? Smash that like button, put that gas in there, y'all. It's Friday night. Let's go to this story right here real quick, guys. Let's go to this story, man. Before we get to the Nolen Wells story, it says terrible. Teen goes off on elderly neighbor for telling him to stop playing near cars. So you know how you might be out, somebody might be in the neighborhood, kids outside, whether you live in apartments, whether you live in townhomes, neighborhood. You ever seen badass kids outside throwing a damn football around right around your goddamn car? You want to go out there and say some shit. You ever did that? Shout out to Meek Security. You got the government project manager and law student in the chat. Oh, salute, gang. Salute, man. Yeah. If I got a government project manager in the chat, man, and you know what I mean, and a law student in the chat, well, salute, gang. Yeah, salute to y'all, man. Make sure y'all let me know who y'all are, man. Throw something up. Let me know who y'all are in the chat, gang. Shout out to Meek the Cutie, man. Salute to Meek the Cutie. Shout out to anybody in a bind. Shout out to Nate. Okay, y'all ladies, if y'all need some money, Nate is in the chat tonight, gang. Ladies, if y'all need any money, Nate is in the chat. He's helping out ladies who might be in a bind tonight. So if you need a few dollars, you might have to do something strange for a piece of change. I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah. Shout out to my nigga Nate in the chat. You might have to do something strange for a piece of change. But my dog Nate, he's in the building in case anybody behind on some rent. All the ladies, yeah, light bill due, car note, insurance. Nate is in the chat, gang. Salute to everybody in the building, gang. Salute, yeah. Yeah, salute to everybody in the building, man. Smash that like button. Smash that like button. D Jones, what's good? My guy Jay Renee, what's good? Shorty Doo-Wop, what's good? T Dozier, what's good? Let me see. Miss VM Scorp, salute, gang. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. Truly thankful, what's good? Swift Shun, what's good? Shout out to everybody in the building, gang. Mouthpiece, what's good, my boy? Salute to Miss Nikki in the building. Shout out to Tiffany Praise. Cali Blue, what's good? Shout out to Tiffany Praise and Cali Blue, man. I want to get to the story though, man. Badass kids outside throwing a football around near the neighbor car, and the neighbor came outside and was like, "Hey, can y'all get away from my? You know what I mean? Can y'all move away from these vehicles?" And this big ass boy out here who goes off on the woman, I guess the woman said something back to him, and he went and got his dad. And his fat, sloppy ass, scary ass, bitch ass dad comes over here and brings his son to talk to this lady. And watch how this shit plays out, man. This nigga right here ain't shit, man. I'm talking this, this nigga right here. If I ever catch this nigga right here, I'm knocking this bitch ass out. I ain't gonna lie to you. If I was to ever catch this Oompa Loompa, if I was to ever catch this nigga right here, nigga, in anywhere, nigga, it's up, fam. Smash that like. But let's see how this dad handled his son when the elderly woman comes out and says, your son is being disrespectful to me. All I want him to do is move away from the cars. Let's see what happens, gang. Light the gas up, man.
Son said you were being rude to him, and I was trying to figure out what was going on.
No, actually, your son was being rude to me. When I came out on my patio, they were playing some type of ball right there. And I came on my patio and I said, can y'all go play over there because y'all playing with that ball too close to people's cars? And he said, well, which one is your car? And I said, it doesn't matter which one is my car.
Oh, I thought he did.
And then I said, it doesn't matter whose car, but you guys are playing too close to people's cars. And I said, all you have to do is go play in the grass right there with the ball. He said, well, I got a question. And I said, what's your question? Which one of these cars is yours? I said, it doesn't matter which car is mine. And then he said, you don't know who my mom is, bitch. My mama will beat your ass.
Oh, shit.
And then I said, well, then go get your mother so I can talk to your mother.
So she said she came outside, this black woman. You can tell they I don't know if they live in the hood nowhere, but probably some black and Mexican apartments. Older lady said she came outside and, you know what I mean, told the boys, hey, can y'all just move? You know, don't play by the cars, throw that ball around these cars. They said, which car is yours? She said, don't worry about it. You know what I mean? Don't worry about which car is mine. Just y'all move away from these cars with that ball. It's a grass area over there. Y'all go to the grass and play. The boy told her, bitch, my mama beat your motherfucking ass. You don't know who my mama is. My mama come over and beat your ass, old lady. Yeah, my grandma beat your mother. My mama beat your ass, grandma. Oh, wow, fam. Yeah, these kids these days ain't shit, man. Smash that like, but let's see what his dad gonna say, man. His dad is standing right here. Yeah, the overweight nigga, the fat nigga. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm talking sloppy. Sloppy. Yeah. Smash that like button, gang. Let's see how his dad handled this situation.
He said, you don't even know who the fuck I am. That's exactly what he said. So I wasn't being rude. Now my voice was raised. But I wasn't being rude until you said, I'll cuss you out. And I said, I'm going to cuss your ass back out.
No, I don't like how you're talking to me. I don't like how you're talking to me, bro.
I'm explaining to him what I said to you.
You're talking to me like I don't like how you're talking to him.
This is my son. You don't have to talk to me.
No, I'm his son, but I trust me.
To you.
I don't give a fuck about none of that, bro.
See, that's what
You think I care about that shit? You think I care about none of that shit?
What the fuck?
Listen.
Bruh, this nigga's son started squaring up like he was finna get into it with the old lady. Yeah, he started squaring up like he was finna, man, come on. We gotta do better than that, gang. Come on, man. Yeah, man, you should have been on your son's ass, fam. Say, don't talk to his woman like that. It's your elder, boy. Get your motherfucking ass in the house. First of all, say sorry to her. Might make you come over here and wash your goddamn car, nigga. You feel me? And get your big ass, you out here playing with these little bitty ass kids, nigga. You built like Debo Shaq looking ass, nigga. Get your big ass in the house and go wash some dishes, man. Clean that room up, man. Get them plates from underneath your goddamn bed. Yeah. Chubby ass little nigga. Get them goddamn honey bun wrappers and shit from behind your goddamn bed and off your windowsill, little punk ass nigga. Man, you grounded, little nigga. Give me that phone. Give me that bullshit ass PlayStation 5. Give me all that shit, nigga. But dad talking about, don't talk to my son like that. Oh, man. That's the reason he act like that, because his daddy a pure hoe. He probably in there punking his daddy. Daddy's scared of that little nigga. Oh, you's a hoe. Yeah, man. Yeah, you's a buster, fam. Yeah, smash that light. But that's what's going on with these kids a lot these days, man. Parents in the house ain't doing shit, ain't holding it down. Scared of your kids and shit, man. I mean, you're afraid these people, these parents these days afraid of their kids and shit. I'm sorry, little John Jr. I'm sorry, fam. Nigga, I don't believe this shit, bro. Shout out to that lady for coming outside checking them kids like they used to do. Back in the days, man, you can't be outside doing no shit like that. Everybody would check you back in the day. Remember back in the day, the neighbors could check you. When you lived with your grandma back in the day, everybody in the neighborhood knew each other. Grandma been living there forever. You do something outside, everybody coming outside checking shit. Wasn't nobody tripping about it. These days, man, your times are fucked up, man. Smash that like button, gang. Salute to everybody in the building, man. Yeah, shame on that dad, though, man. Shame on that sloppy fat ass nigga, man. Smash that like button, gang. Let me go. It's a couple more stories I want to break down before we get on the Nolen Wells situation, gang. Before we go to the Nolen Wells situation, did y'all see this?
What's up, neighbors? If there's one thing you do today, you must watch this video.
Did y'all see this,
school is back in session
this
for
shit
some
is crazy,
people
man.
already.
It says
and this high school teacher.
It says high school teacher gets emotional while discussing the literacy of his students. They couldn't fill in 4 words. So this nigga is crying because he said his students are so fucking stupid these days. These kids are so goddamn dumb. He just couldn't fucking believe it, my nigga. His students are so dumb. He just couldn't fucking believe it, man. Smash that like button. Salute to everybody in the building, man. And I'm waiting for this zesty nigga to stop talking.
So I am on my
there we go
lunch break. It is, I don't know, 11:30 or something like that. And I just finished a 3-hour class. We have what's called block, and block is where first and second periods are combined for subjects that need it.
Lady Beast, man. Super Lady Beast.
I literally broke down in the middle of class because I'm teaching seniors. These kids are leaving high school and going to college, hopefully, after they finish. We had 2 paragraphs to read.
This is fucked up.
1 sentence, complete to write. I gave them the sentence stems. I basically completed the sentence for them in the model. These are 17 and 18-year-old kids, and they couldn't fill in 4 words.
Oh shit, this ain't funny.
4 words. I gave them the scenario. We annotated together. I gave them the answers before we even had the problem. And they couldn't do it.
This ain't funny, gang. This ain't funny, man. Oh, my nigga said these niggas are so fucking stupid. I just couldn't believe it, my nigga. This nigga's in this bitch crying. He just can't believe his students are this fucking dumb. Man, kids don't gotta write no more, let alone read and shit like that. Man, this ain't the old days no more, man. Yeah. The internet does everything for you, man. Kids don't got no shit no more these days. Niggas don't know how to write. Do niggas even write in cursive anymore? Remember back then we had to learn how to write, learn your letters and shit, learn how to write in cursive and shit. Do they even have pens and pencils in school anymore? God damn it, do anybody read in school anymore? Like, what do they do in school? AI read shit for niggas and shit, Chat GPT and shit, Google and shit. Man, please, kids dumb than a bitch these days. Let's stop playing. These kids dumb than a motherfucker these days. I'm gonna say it if y'all want to say it. Fuck it. These kids are dumb than a bitch, man. They don't know how to read shit. The internet does everything for them. We didn't have the internet back in school. So yeah, these kids are dumb than a motherfucker these days. I'm sorry to say it, gang. I hate to tell you that. But these young kids these days in school, not all of them. I'm not saying everybody, but a good percentage of these kids are dumb as fuck when they graduate, man. They don't know shit. Smash that like button, gang. This brother here broke down, man. This nigga broke down.
I simply don't know where the problem is. This is only day 2. And I have seniors who simply cannot read and seniors who cannot write. They cannot write. They can reason. They have the ability to defend their reasoning. If it's talking to their homeboy.
Right.
But applying that to a written text, 2 paragraphs.
They had no clue.
They couldn't do it.
They couldn't do it, gang. These kids these days are dumb as fuck, y'all. I'm sorry to tell y'all that, man. They couldn't do it. Kids these days can't read. They can't write. The internet is doing everything. I'm telling y'all, look, this is the future. Y'all think this video is not important. This video is important, gang. This video, these kids are dumb these days. Now, when I say dumb, I mean like they don't know what we learned back in the days. You know what I mean? Like, You know, they don't give a damn about the history. The history is too old now. They don't give a shit no more, man. Kids don't give a damn about nothing in school for real, gang. Everything is online, man. Anything you need to do is online. Resume, go make your goddamn resume online. Everything is at the tip of a button, man. Just type a few words in. When kids these days text each other, they don't even use full words in text messages, man. Sitting there trying to read your kids' text messages and shit sometimes. What the fuck? They don't even pronounce words no more. They're using goddamn abbreviations and this and that. And man, smash that like button, gang. Yeah, man, smash that like button, gang. The world is changing, man. Yeah, school is no longer really needed for real. The internet is taking over. Pretty soon, I think, man, another 50 years from now, man, school ain't gonna be shit. School will be 2 hours. 20 years from now, I'm gonna say 25 years from now, school gonna be about 2 hours, nigga, from 10 to 12, over with, gang. They go in there, do a few assignments online. Yeah, I mean, talk about a few things, have a couple of discussions, and they out there, bitch, the bell ring. Not even time for lunch no more, nigga. They ain't gonna have lunch at school no more, nigga. Lunch is going home. Smash that like button. Yeah, the world is fucking changing, man. Smash that like button, gang. Salute to everybody, man. Salute to this brother right here, man. That nigga came online crying. Them tears was real too, nigga. That shit was no game. That shit was real. Salute to that brother, man. That's a goddamn shame, man. Salute to that brother, man. Let me see, before we speak on Nolen Wells, gang, it's one or two more stories I want to speak on. I seen Bro Rilla and goddamn Clarissa Shields beefing there. Seen Blueface kick his baby mama and his child into the pool. There's a lot of bullshit I be seeing online, man. But I gotta go here, man. Gotta go here real quick. Gotta go here, gang. Gotta go here real quick, man. Gotta go here. You know what I mean? Gotta go here real quick, gang. Yeah, some people don't need kids, man. It says, goddamn me, Florida couple arrested on child neglect charges after forcing 4 children to live in the cab of a semi-truck since 2019, sharing one bed and rarely being allowed out to use bathroom or shower. CBS claimed one child tested positive for STD, man. This is, whoa, fam. Whoa, fam. Let me back up some, man. God damn, bruh. Wow, man. Yeah, they said one child tested positive for STD. They had these kids live in the back of a semi-truck for the last 7 years. Don't let them shower. Don't let them leave the semi-truck. They've been in this truck for the last 6, 7 goddamn years, man. Some people don't have no business having children, gang. Even having nobody else kids. Some people don't need to be around children at all, man. Oh, that's fucked up. Where Florida at, man? You from Florida, man? Throw a palm tree up in this bitch or something, man. Smash that like button. Yeah, let's get to the story, gang. Neglect charges after forcing 4 children to live in the cab of a semi-truck since 2019.
Arrested these 2 people for child neglect after investigators say they kept 4 kids in the cab of a semi-truck since 2019. Keisha Epps and her fiance Tamara Stewart were arrested last week and are being held at the Duval County Jail. Action News Jackson Madison Folkleo live in the newsroom. Madison, the children also say Stewart sexually abused them.
And I combed through all 9 pages of that arrest report for Epps. And it says that when the kids tried to confront either Stewart or Epps about this abuse, they were either hit or called derogatory names. Now, the details of this report may be disturbing, so viewer discretion is advised. The JSO report says, quote, since December of 2019, the 4 children have lived in the cab of a semi-truck, all sharing one bed. It goes on to say that the children were rarely allowed out of the cab of the truck, even if they needed to use the restroom, and were fed poorly, did not attend school, and did not receive medical care. The report also says that the children witnessed some sexual abuse by suspect 1, Tamara Stewart, and confronted him. But then Stewart, quote, beat them by punching their heads.
Man.
When the children told Epps, she, quote, did not believe them, then called blank derogatory names and continued to leave them alone with suspect 1, Stewart.
The problem is when a caretaker allows a child to be abused or abuses a child, fundamentally their sense of safety in the world change.
Dr. Justin Dorenzo is a forensic psychologist. He says with the right care and resources, most kids can recover, but it can be difficult.
Often when kids experience something like this, they get displaced and they go from home to home as their caretakers are being rehabilitated. So that can do other damage too.
Epps and Stewart were arrested last week and are facing multiple child abuse charges. Stewart is also facing sexual battery charges in Central Florida.
Lock their ass up, man. You know what I mean? Lock their ass up, gang. God damn. Lock their ass. Yeah. Keep their ass locked up, man. This bitch here look dead. Yeah, the bitch, yeah. She looks deceased, man. I mean, look at her mouth, man. God damn. Look at God damn, that nigga over there. Oh man, yeah, lock his bill. When he hit a yard, fam, when he hit it, they gonna do that nigga dirty. His face is all over the news. The minute that nigga touch a yard, oh yeah, they finna violate that nigga. They finna violate that nigga, man. But yeah, look at old girl, man. God damn, she look like she's no longer with us, man. This bitch look like, yeah, that's post-mortem, man. Yeah, that she looks fucked up, man. Yeah, them people shouldn't have had no kids at all. Just look, it's some people you can look at them and just say, bitch, you make horrible decisions. I can just look at your skin, your teeth. Like, I mean, you can look at some people's skin and teeth and tell that you make horrible decisions with your goddamn life. Bitch ain't seen a dentist, man. Oh, man. Yeah, this is disgusting, man. And she was the caretaker, so I don't think she's the kid's real mom or nothing like that. She was watching these kids and she was allowing this man to do whatever he wanted these kids, sexual abuse, all kind of shit. One of the kids had an STD. Yeah, go ahead and roll these two ugly motherfuckers under the jail, man. It is. That's a goddamn shame, man. Yeah, roll this ugly, especially this ugly bitch over here. Oh my God, get this bitch off my screen. Matter of fact, I can't take it no more. Goddamn it, shit like that'll fuck you up from eating later on. Yeah, that shit'll fuck you up from even eating later on. There, you know what I mean? Shit, man, smash that like button, man. My heart go out to them kids, man. Lock their ass up, but my heart go out to them babies, man. And that's in Florida, gang. Let's keep it moving, gang. Let's keep it moving,
inside,
gang.
Man.
It says suspect that's wanted for robbing and shooting a victim in D.C. is described as a man with a distinctive receding hairline that's shaped like a horseshoe and no bangs. Shout out to my nigga Rico, man. Let's go to the D.C. area real quick, gang. This dude right here, the committed a lick, hit a robbery and shot somebody, but they say it's going to be hard to find him. I mean, not hard. It's going to be easy to find him if they see that nigga with no hat on. If they can just catch this nigga without a hat on, they going to find this nigga because that nigga got that George Jefferson and he got a mean George Jefferson. They said this nigga got the meanest George Jefferson you will ever see. They said this nigga got the meanest George Jefferson you will ever see, nigga. Top drop, windows up, nigga. Top drop, windows up on the side. Smash that like, yeah, little Greg looking ass nigga. Top drop, windows up, glasses on. No, they're gonna spot this nigga out real easy, gang. Top drop, convertible, windows up on the side, tinted. Yeah, tinted, glasses on. Oh yeah, they're gonna find this nigga right here, man. Smash that like button, gang. Shout out to DC.
Penny and Olga's on 14th Street Northwest, and people come here to buy wings, salad, and eat pizza, especially slices late at night. Police hope that someone recognizes a suspect on the surveillance video so that it can serve up a side of justice. And let me tell you one thing, we talked to the owner, and he says that people in this community are definitely concerned about what happened. Let's show you that video. Surveillance images and video from Manny and Olga's Pizza showing the suspect with a distinctive receding hairline that's shaped like a horseshoe, no bangs, wearing eyeglasses with gold color on the frames, dressed in a long-sleeve black shirt, shorts, and sneakers on the 1800 block of 14th Street Northwest, Sunday, July 26, around 4:30 in the morning. He goes in the pizza shop and moments later walks out sipping on what appears to be a soda. And then DC police tell me the suspect offers the man a ride on the 1600 block of 12th Street Northwest, a few blocks over. He allegedly pulls out a gun, demands the man's property. Even though the man gives the suspect what he wants, police say the suspect shoots him, gets away, leaving the man suffering with gunshot wounds. People who live and work in the area hope police make the arrest.
Having a distinct receding hairline is very, very specific. So I think that they are able to catch him.
This is terrible. I mean, people work hard for their money. I mean, you know, we live in the community where we expect to be safe. And saying something like this is demoralizing. It's horrible. I hope they catch him.
Fortunately, the man who was shot survived and he is recovering. Meanwhile, if you recognize that suspect with that distinctive receding hairline, call DC police. There's a reward of up to $10,000 for information that leads to an arrest and a conviction in this case.
Oh shit, 10 bands, gang. Anybody know this nigga, gang? 10 bands. Do anybody in this chat know this nigga, man? Where my DC people at, man? Yeah, do anybody? It's that nigga shit shaped like a horseshoe, no bangs. Yeah, they the Chico Bean looking ass nigga. My chat boy, y'all ain't shit, man. Salute to the chat, man. Salute to the chat. If you're in the DC area, man, it's 10 bands on the table. If you know who this ugly ass nigga right here is, fam. Anybody know this ugly ass nigga right here, man? It's 10 bands on the table, man. Yeah. 10 racks on the table. If anybody can point this ugly ass nigga out, fam. Yeah, If I'm in DC, man. Hey, if I'm in DC, nigga, I might just know this nigga, man. Y'all might see me, nigga, like the nigga skull like nigga came up, nigga. Yeah. I might know this nigga if I'm in DC, man. For your ugly ass nigga, man. Like that gas up, gang. Salute to everybody, but y'all put some gas in that. It's Friday night, gang. Salute to everybody. But anybody know this nigga in the DC area, man? Go and get your 10 bands, man. 10 racks on the table for this nigga, man. 10 racks on the table, man. Chico Bean looking at it. 10 racks on the table, gang. Go get that money, gang. Salute to everybody in the video. Go get that paper, gang. Salute to everybody. I think I'm gonna get up out of here, gang. We get the Nolen Wells story in 1 minute, gang. We finna get back to Nolen Wells in 1 second, gang. Let me see. Ray J fight. Clarissa Shields fight tomorrow. I know that. Shout out to Clarissa Shields. She's knocking a bitch out tomorrow. Yeah, shout out to Clarissa Shields. She will be knocking somebody out tomorrow, man. You dig? Let me see. Where was I going? Gotta go here, gang. Gotta go here, man. Gotta go here, gang. Ain't some sick shit going on. Ladies, don't always tell the ladies be careful, gang. I tell the ladies in the chest, y'all be careful. Get y'all some mace, get y'all a knife, get y'all something. These niggas out here are dangerous and disgusting. It says, what the hell? Dollar Tree sued due to men using the store for a gooner trend where they wipe semen on women. One of the suspects is a U.S. Marine. So they saying that niggas are going to Dollar Tree and I guess they busting a nut in their hands, whatever. Somehow they got nut in their hands. They got a palm full of nut or sperm, whatever, and they wipe it on women, gang. So ladies, if you've been to Dollar Tree lately and you got home and there was something on your shirt, something on your pants, something on your skirt, something on your shoe, whatever, they say dudes in the Dollar Tree are walking up to women, rubbing sperm all over y'all clothes, like rubbing it on your leg, your arm. They're gonna brush up against you. Next thing you know, you got a stain on you. Yeah, they're gonna brush up against you. Next thing you know, you got a stain on you. So man, y'all think a nigga making this kind of shit up, man? Somebody, the Dollar Tree is being sued due to this shit, man. Smash that like button, gang. Salute to everybody rocking with me, gang. Put that gas in there.
Perverted act that happened right here at this Dollar Tree behind me really shattered her sense of safety.
Crazy.
The lawsuit that she has filed claims that these acts aren't only happening here at this Dollar Tree on Claremont Mesa, but also at Dollar Trees all across the country because the company is supposedly skimping on safety measures. Dollar Tree is home to discounted goods, but according to reports around the country and this lawsuit filed, it's become a place where attorneys say deeply disturbed men are involved in gooning, where they ejaculate or wipe their semen on women.
Disgusting.
At this Claremont Dollar Tree, according to this civil suit, during about a week's time starting March 1st of last year, the same man sexually assaulted 3 different women at the store on Claremont Mesa Boulevard.
You know, I mean, it's like, what is wrong with people?
The Marine Corps says it's aware of the allegations against one of its Marines, but San Diego police are handling the case since it was off base.
She kind of noticed the presence of somebody behind her and felt him wipe something on her, and she realized it was semen.
Attorney Alreen Hayquest represents one of the women accosted at the Claremont location, who's only identified in the suits as Jane Doe. In addition to the Claremont incidents, the Union Tribune reporting the sheriff's office says 2 other assaults happened this year at Dollar Trees in Lemon Grove and Spring Valley. No one was caught.
Crazy, gang.
In the suit, Jane Doe says when she told a clerk about what happened to her at the Claremont store, she was told the camera in the aisle wasn't working.
Dollar Tree just is not staffing the people there, and because in order to cut costs, they don't have.
Dollar Tree didn't provide no kind of security for these people. Even after women came and reported that men were in the store gooning, niggas in the store jacking off, putting sperm in their hands, rubbing it all over their women clothes, touching women with a handful of cum and shit like that. And Dollar Tree didn't provide no kind of police report. They call the laws, don't got no security cameras working, no security in the store. So therefore, Dollar Tree is being sued because nasty niggas out there doing something called gooning. I never heard of a gooner. Yeah, gooning. That's some new shit. Gooning, where you bust a nut right in your hands and you wipe it on a woman in Dollar Tree. Oh, that's disgusting.
Operable cameras, so they're not taking security footage, and it's become a breeding ground for these sexual assaults to occur.
A company spokesperson issued a statement saying, in part, the safety and security of our associates and customers are our highest priorities. Dollar Tree is committed to having effective safety and security programs. The suit claims at least 11 women across the country have reported being assaulted in similar ways while shopping at Dollar Tree locations. Attorney Hayquist says videos of the incidents are posted on porn sites and social media.
Oh, wow.
There's a phenomenon happening across the country.
So hold on. So niggas film themselves doing this and they go upload it to a porn site. Oh, wow, gang. That's crazy. So niggas are filming. This like content for niggas. These niggas out here wearing motherfucking me up, wearing them glasses and meta glasses, and oh man, they go upload it to a site. So ladies, you don't even know if you could be on a site or not. If you shop at the Dollar Tree, it's a good chance you could be on one of these damn websites. The X videos, the porn hubs, Niggas name in the chat, man. Y'all know them sites, man. Your ass fuck around and be on one of them sites, ladies. If you shop at Dollar Tree, this shit might be going to Walmart too. If they doing it at Dollar Tree, I guarantee this same shit is popping at Walmart for sure. Yeah, if you've been at Dollar Tree and Walmart lately, ladies, you might been gooned. Yeah, there's a new thing called gooners. Oh, this shit is disgusting, man. I mean, you mean to tell me niggas ain't getting pussy no more? Like, this is what niggas have. Yeah. What's going on out here, man? They say it's way more women than men out here in this world. What's going on? Why would dudes be doing shit like this, man? I mean, is it that bad? I mean, yeah, is it that bad, man? Like, damn, is it that bad out there? You niggas having that much trouble getting some ass? Wow, man. Yeah, wow, man. Smash that. This is disgusting, man. And yeah, Dollar Tree is being sued behind this shit, man.
So much so that there's
crazy,
a crypto coin for the Dollar Tree Gooner. There's a Pokemon card for the Dollar Tree Gooner. There's a soundtrack for this conduct.
What?
God, that is so sick.
Dollar Tree shoppers repulsed by the allegations of what happened at their Claremont store that they still consider safe,
Staff is very friendly and engaging.
but thankful
This
that
is crazy,
someone's
man.
been caught.
I hope that they prosecute him to the fullest.
Omari Fleming, NBC7.
Man, that's crazy, bro. Gooning, y'all. So, ladies, remember that shit. Some new shit going on out there, ladies, called gooning. You remember that? Some new shit going on called gooning, man. Y'all be careful, man. Watch your surroundings. You hear me, ladies? Watch your surroundings, gang. Let me get up out of here, gang. Let me get up out of here. Before I leave, gotta go here real quick. Gotta go here real quick, gang. It says, woman goes off after seeing back-to-school photos and videos of kids doing money spreads and more. Say the parents are idiots. A real hot ghetto-ass mess. They say it's been a lot of, first day of school videos coming out, photos and shit. And they saying this woman right here, this lady right here, is saying that it's been a bunch of bullshit. Like, this shit getting too ghetto. She can't believe these parents are doing this goofy ass shit with their kids online, man. It's the most ghetto shit she ever seen, man.
Now, I've been scrolling my For You page, looking at
Check
y'all
her out.
back to school videos and pictures. A real hot ghetto ass mess.
She said this ghetto was
I've
here.
seen children holding up money fans, got the money spread up their arm. Holding up stacks of money in a uniform. Why? What's the purpose? And before any dumbass comes in my comment section talking about I'm hating, I'm recording this video from my home office. That little bit of change wouldn't even be able to cover my mortgage for 1 month. But let's get back to y'all. I need to know the purpose of it. What are you trying to make other people believe? That you're rich? I'm not buying it because y'all rely too heavily on GoFundMe's. You will show stacks of money, but then when it's time somebody get killed or you need something for your bill money or something like that, you got to GoFundMe up. So like I said, I refuse to believe that y'all are got tons of money like you claim to. I've even watched a video of a little girl that looked like she was about in the 3rd or 4th grade, holding up her middle finger, talking about don't fuck with her.
What'd you say? Don't fuck with me. Oh shit!
It's these parents out of line, y'all. It's these parents out of line.
Attitude. Ooh, walk out. Ooh, attitude. Ooh, walk out.
Yeah, it's these
Are y'all
parents.
serious?
It's these parents out of line for this gang. I mean, there's a lot of young parents out there, man. You feel me? We was all once young parents and shit like that. And I didn't let my kids do a bunch of ghetto ass, wild ass shit. But the internet wasn't out the internet was out, but wasn't everybody went online like that and shit. I mean, but is this some bullshit, man? Do y'all think these parents look? This is that seed we put in our children, these young black kids, and I'm acting ghetto than a motherfucker, man. You know what I mean? Do y'all think these are who y'all think who's behind this shit, gang? What type of mothers are these? What type of fathers are these? Talk to me in chat, gang. Be very blunt with me too, gang. Don't hold back, gang. We finna get around to some Nolen Wells news. I got a Carmelo Anthony update as well. Smash that like button, gang.
With her mom
This sister going off.
and giggling
She
in
going
the fucking
off.
background.
This sister going
Y'all
off right
bitches
here.
are idiots. And you don't need any fucking kids. The crazy part, y'all stay pregnant. So this kind of shit is gonna keep going on forever. But y'all are not fit to be around no children because you're too fucking ignorant. This is why every other race laughs at us and think that we are low class people because this is the way y'all carry on. Why not just don't even post fucking pictures of your kids? If that's the way you gonna present them on social media, just keep that shit in your camera roll.
Yep, she's
Do
correct.
y'all agree? This the creepy ass niggas in the corner of the video the whole time. Do y'all agree, man? Do y'all agree with that, gang? Do y'all agree, man? Is that a bad look, man? You know, far as black parents letting the kids get online with the money spreads and throwing up middle fingers and saying little ghetto ass quotes and rapping rap songs. Do y'all think like, see, that's that bullshit? Those are those seeds that's being planted into these young black kids to grow up and be on some bullshit. You know what I mean? Jamming all these grown ass rappers talking about sex and fucking and scheming and scamming. Do we need to keep that kind of shit away from our kids, man? Talk to me in the chat. Yeah, I know we kind of older now, so we all think different. You know what I mean? Shout out to young people out there, man, but we a little older. We think different. You know what I mean? We was younger. Come on, gang. Some of us in this chat, we was kind of ghetto too. We had some shit going on that older people might not agree with. So, but do y'all think, man, that's where it starts at home with these damn parents, man? These damn, you know what I mean? Letting their kids do all kind of ghetto ass, wild ass shit. Let these little girls twerk and let these kids spread money and listen to certain grown ass music with cuss words and nasty shit. Talk to me, gang. Yes, smash that like button. Talk to me, man. How y'all feel in the chat, gang? Salute to everybody in the building. Okay. We went through the first news, man. Salute to everybody in this bitch, man. We having a smoke out tonight. We just chilling, man. But we do want to most definitely get around to some Nolen Wells news, gang, because it's been some things, y'all. No, before I do that, before I do that, man. Before I do that, gotta go here. Before I do that, hold on. Before I do that, let me see. Before I do that, gotta go here, gang, because it's almost that time, man. It's almost that time, man. Carmelo Anthony and the goddamn appeal, man, is going down, man. They will be back in court for the Carmelo Anthony situation. This, want to say the 19th, yeah, August, the same day I want to say is Nolen Wells' birthday. Nolen Wells' birthday is coming up August 19th, and I do believe that's when Carmelo Anthony and his team, his new dream team, is back in court. And they are trying to get this appeal situation. They going in there to see if the judge is going to be, you know what I mean? If they're going to keep or toss out the same judge. They're going to see if the boy will get an appeal. They fight to get Carmelo Anthony an appeal. Do y'all think Carmelo Anthony will get an appeal? Do y'all think we will see a second Carmelo Anthony trial? Yes or no in my chat, gang. Do you think we will see I don't even want to talk about the verdict in the second trial, whatever yet. Will he get a second trial? They're going to see if the judge will be recused. And they're going to see if he'll get an appeal. And if he does, if he's granted an appeal, do y'all think that Carmelo Anthony, you know what I'm saying? Well, not, I mean, do y'all think Carmelo Anthony will be granted a second trial? Smash that like button, gang. Smash that like button, gang. And this time, the cameras will be in the courtroom, gang. Yeah, so everything that go on in this appeal situation, they want the world to see. Smash that like button.
In Carmelo Anthony's upcoming appeal, a camera will be allowed in the courtroom for a hearing on whether Collin County Judge John Roach should be recused. And we've learned there will be an overflow room to allow more spectators. Cameras weren't allowed during Anthony's murder trial for killing Austin Metcalf 2 years ago at a track meet in Frisco. Anthony hired a new defense team after being convicted in June. The recusal hearing will take place August 19th, and a judge will hear their motion for a new trial the next day.
In another high-profile case, Carmelo Anthony's attorneys are planning to make their argument next week for a new trial for him. The 19-year-old was convicted of murder back in June for the fatal stabbing of Austin Metcalf at a high school track meet.
How do y'all feel about that time, gang? How do y'all feel, gang? Do y'all think Carmelo Anthony deserves a second trial, gang? Be honest with me in the chat, gang. Be honest with me in the chat, gang. Do y'all think Carmelo Anthony deserves a second trial? Talk to me. Light some gas while we doing that too, gang. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm smoking by myself tonight, gang. Don't leave me alone, gang. Light some gas up with me. Do y'all think Carmelo Anthony deserves a second trial? Yes or no in my chat, gang. Goddamn, say no. I see all yeses. I see two no's and all yeses. Well, it's going down, gang. And you know I gotta pull up. I gotta go see what's going on with Carmelo Anthony. I gotta check up on the story. I gotta go in there. I gotta see what's going on. I'm gonna bring it to y'all first, man. Oh, man, crazy situation. Like I said, if he do get an appeal, will they try to get him off? Will you see Carmelo Anthony walk out of that courtroom? I'm not for sure if that's what they're trying to do. If they can get that shit from 35 years to 10 years, maybe from 35 years to 15 years, and I think that'd be a W. If they get the boy 20 years off that 35, say, you know what, just give him 20 years, he could do maybe 10 years to come home. I think that'd be better. Now, I know everybody just want to see him walk out the courtroom, but let's be realistic here. I don't know if they're going to do that. But if they can drop it down to 15, 10 years, something like that, it might be a good chance the boy do a couple of years and come on up out and come back to the house. Smash that like button. Salute to everybody building gang. Yeah. And salute to the dream team. Salute to his new team he got, gang. Let's get to some things, you know what I mean? But yeah, it's going down, gang. This coming up week. Shout out to Tech 713, man. Today, the 19th is to kick the judge off. 20th is the new trial. Okay. So the 19th, shout out to Tech 713. The 19th is to recuse the judge, and the 20th is going to be for the appeal. Okay, shout out to my guy Texas 713 in the chat, gang. Salute, fam. Let me get off this, man. But we will be checking in with Carmelo Anthony this week. So y'all get ready for that, gang. We will be checking in with the Carmelo Anthony situation, gang. But y'all been sending me a lot of things, man. Y'all keep sending me this brother. What's his name? Big Kish or something. And y'all was saying, Sco, he was looking at, the girl on TikTok, and he was breaking some shit down. So y'all keep sending me videos about the Nolen Wells situation. Y'all tell me, Sco, it's new things going on, Sco. Check out what's going on. Check out what people are saying. Check out what some of the TikTokers are saying. So y'all send me stuff, and I say, you know what? I'm going to get with the gang. I'm going to light me some gas up, and we're going to break it down, man. Rest in peace to Nolen Wells. Let's see what some of the latest things being said by people online when it comes to the case of Nolen Wells. Smash that like button, gang. Smash that like button.
Isn't it strange that mom didn't come?
Let's see what's going on here. Y'all keep
Mom
check
goes
this
to
out.
Horn Island every single year. But this year, Mom didn't go to Horn Island. No, she let her sons and their friends take over $100,000 worth of boating out to a little piece of land in the middle of the water. And she didn't know anything. She was unaware. Have you noticed, out of all the friends in the friend group, ain't nobody trying to cover their ass more than who? Who's been covering their ass the most? Where's that younger brother at? I want to talk to him. Let's talk to him. The reason why y'all ain't interviewing that younger brother, because he's a...
And what is Warren's younger brother name? Is that Morgan? Who is Warren's younger brother? That's the one who got into the fight. So this dude right here, I'm not, this dude is just a dude that's just watching the shit. You know what I mean? The fake skull over here is just a nigga with just watching the shit. This dude here is saying that, Warren is the one that, that looks the most nervous. That his brother is the one that, what is his brother? What is Warren's brother name? Carter. His brother is Carter. His brother is Carter. Okay, so Carter, he's saying that Carter is the one who got into the fight. They say he put somebody in the arm bar. They saying, why is nobody talking to him? Why are they only talking to Warren but not his little brother? His little brother got into a fight after that day. Why is nobody speaking to nobody else? Why are just these boys being talked to? You know what I mean? Why is Warren doing the most talking? Why does Warren seem to be leading the troops right now? Where is everybody at? Where is Bart? Where is Carter? Where is goddamn me, Eric? Where is goddamn Wyatt? Where is everybody else, man? Why does Warren seem to be the only one kind of talking, the one with the judge mom, the one who mom is the judge? Why does he seem to be leading the way on everything? Where is his brother at? Where is everybody else at? Smash that like button, gang. Salute to everybody building, man. These are some of the things y'all been sending me in my inbox saying, Sco, you got to check this out, fam.
Fucking hothead.
Smash that like button, gang.
Was show in an interview. That's why he ain't doing the talking. That was that. Not just Warren. Why we got to keep talking to you? In each video that you doing, you getting smaller and smaller and smaller. Them ancestors on your ass.
Y'all believe that?
I can imagine what the mama and the brother look like. Ooh. Now, I know I said we won't get involved in this case, but this video came up on my timeline. And once it came up, it was like boom, boom, boom. I just connected all the dots from this one moment right here. I feel like, allegedly, his younger brother was the one that killed him. That's the reason why he's so protective of the case. That's the reason why he's doing the interviews.
He's saying he believes that Warren's brother Carter is the one who killed Nolen Wells. Smash that like button, gang. Drop a 1 in the chat. That's what y'all believe, gang. Drop a 1 in the chat. Y'all believe that Warren's brother is the one who killed Nolen Wells, man. Drop a 1 in the chat. Y'all believe that. I mean, a lot of people saying Bart. If y'all think that Warren's brother is the one who really killed Nolen Wells, then drop a 1 in the chat real quick. Yeah, if y'all believe now, man, this was Warren's brother. We heard about him getting into a fight. We know he's a hothead. He was out there doing UFC moves and shit like that. It's going to be Carter. Everybody's looking in the wrong direction. It's going to be Carter. He's the one who killed Nolen Wells. Smash that like button, gang. Smash that like button, fam. Salute to everybody building.
That's the reason why he's playing the role.
Smash that like button.
Big brother.
And now, as a follow-up to my last video, I wanted to show you this. This is from
Nolan's
mom's Instagram.
Because this girl, I think she's like the #1 TikToker when it comes to the Nolen Wells case. When it comes to throwing out videos, breaking things down, man. Let's see what she's saying, man. Because she always online She always got some new shit she throwing in there. She's breaking down photos. She's doing, nigga, she on their family tree. She know everybody and all the families and shit. This girl here do not bullshit when it comes to the Nolen Wells case, man. Let's see what she's saying. She drop about 10, 15 videos a damn day on TikTok, I want to say. Let's check in and see what she say, man. She's been investigating this thing from the start to now, man. She don't miss shit.
The day after he
Let's
went
see what she's
missing.
saying.
This was the picture that she was sent. So naturally, these two pictures should line up, right? So what I did is I made sure to line up this little like black loopy thing here. I made sure to line up this part of the boat and this like rope here. Now watch.
J Mick, that's her name.
Difference here. Look at that. He's barely moving.
Background, y'all. Look
And
at
the
background.
entire skyline is different. Wow. You can say, oh, these are different pictures and like people just moved slightly, but the skyline wouldn't fucking change.
Oh, help me, gang. What we looking at?
So what were they hiding?
Well, what are we looking at here, gang? What are we looking at, gang? Bring it. Well, hold on. What are we looking at right there? Talk to me in the chat, gang. What is she saying? She's saying the photos are different. She's saying the photos have been edited. What is she saying when the photos are moving? Talk to me in the chat right now, gang. Yeah, help me. Yeah. What is J Megan saying right now, gang? Break it down. She's saying these photos are fake. Why would the photos be fake and shit? They're talking about the fake photos and shit. Why would the photos be fake? What's the motive behind the photos being fake and shit? AI photos, these are all fake. These ain't real. Talk to me, gang. Talk to me in the chat, gang. Y'all saying the photos are fake. The backdrops are different. Okay, I mean, y'all saying the photos are fake. The backdrops are different in these photos. Let me see.
The entire skyline is different. Wow. You can say, oh, these are different pictures and like people just moved slightly, but the skyline wouldn't fucking change. So what were they hiding? Because it seems to me they didn't want people to see this boat or this green boat.
Ooh.
Like, the skyline doesn't change over here. Look, it's in the same place. It's just over here. So 100% from the get-go, they were tampering with photographs. Absolutely nothing that they've given anybody can be trusted.
She is on they ass. That nigga like his breath stank. Smash that like button, gang. Yeah. Smash it. Let's see, man. Let's see. Let's see. I mean, yeah, let's see. I mean, is she cooking? Drop a flame in the chat right now if she's cooking. If these photos are fake, if these are AI photos, and what's the motive behind that, gang? Talk to me, gang. What would be the motive behind, them putting out fake AI photos or, I mean? Because I think, didn't the mom say that somebody sent her that one of these photos right here to show what color shorts he really had on? Like, what's the motive behind the photos being AI or being fake? Or talk to me in the chat, gang. Why did they need to use fake photos? What was the motive? Talk to me in the chat.
Look at that. He's barely moving.
Let me know if she's cooking, gang. Is she cooking?
And the entire skyline is different. Wow. You can say, oh, these are different pictures and like people just moved slightly, but the skyline wouldn't fucking change. So what were they hiding? Because it seems to me they didn't want people to see this boat or this green boat.
Ooh.
Like, the skyline doesn't change over here. Look, it's in the same place. It's just over here.
Okay.
Here. So 100% from the get-go,
these are fake
they
photos.
were tampering with photographs. Absolutely nothing that they've given anybody can be trusted.
She is on they ass.
The entire skyline is different. Look at that.
Do y'all talk to me? Think is she reaching or is she cooking? Talk to me in the chat, gang. Is she reaching or is she cooking? Yeah, y'all know me, man. We look at everything. When people put shit in my inbox, I be like, let's go over it. Fuck it. Let's see what it's about. Let's see what they got going on. Is she cooking or is she reaching right now? Talk to me in the chat, gang. Is she cooking or is she reaching, man? Talk to me, gang. Is she cooking or is she reaching with this shit? Talk to me right now, gang. You know what I mean? Is she really put it together right now? Is she really showing us some shit that, man, look, the photos are fake. You know what I mean? If you pay attention, man, they have been tampering with photos from day one. From the very beginning, this shit, everything we seen online was tampered with, was fake, was talk to me. Yeah, salute to the chat, man. So I see some people in the chat say she reaching like a motherfucker, Sco. She just online saying any goddamn thing. She's trying to make some money off Nolen Wells, man. Come on, stop the bullshit, fam. Every day, 100 videos. Stop it, Sco. It is. And some people say, nah, she's cooking, fam. Everything she's saying, she's putting these pieces together piece by piece on they bitch ass, my nigga. Everything has been fake. Everything has been a setup from the very start of this shit, and she ain't letting shit slide, my nigga. She's catching everything. Okay, salute, gang. Salute, gang. Smash that goddamn like button. This is a Friday night smokeout, gang. We pull up the chill. We broke down some stories earlier, but but now we are more into the Nolen Wells story, gang. We're into the Nolen Wells story. Let me see. Okay. Let me see. People were speaking on this as well. People were speaking on the facial expressions, man. You know, during the interview, they were saying, man, check out some of the facial expressions during the actual interview.
I mean, we loved him dearly. Yeah, Nolan was like a brother to us, and I can say without a doubt, nobody wants to know what happened to him more than we do. I mean, we want to know what. I mean, Nolan was like a brother to all of us. I mean, we loved him dearly. Yeah, Nolan was like a brother to us, and I can say without a doubt, nobody wants to know what happened.
Did y'all see it? Did y'all see some weird facial expressions?
We loved him dearly. Yeah, Nolan was like a.
Do y'all think it's weird? Is that a weird look right now? While speaking about your friend who passed away, your partner who died, you know what I mean? Sad situation. We didn't even get to go to the funeral and bury our dog, man. They family, everybody think we did it. Life is, you know what I mean? This shit is crazy, man. Is this what's going on during that? Like, to tell me about these facial expressions, gang. What are we looking at right here? Yeah. What are we looking at right here, gang? Do y'all feel like they not being serious at all, Sco? This fucking interview was a joke. They sat down with Tatum. All this shit was planned out. All this shit, this shit was a fucking production, nigga. This was, I mean, lights, camera, action, man. They didn't mean none of this shit, man. This was all a big production and a play by these dudes, man, when they did this interview. This was all bullshit. They didn't mean nothing, man. Right when describing, his feelings for Nolan, man, that was my guy, man. We really love. He kind of like smiling and laughing. People think that's weird. Yeah, people saying, man, come on, man, what the fuck is this, man? I wouldn't be looking like this while talking about my partner that died, man.
Brother to us. And
what was that about? Did the nigga face just? I thought was he having a fucking stroke or something? Like, I think he looked over at Warren and was like, oh shit, like they keep looking at Warren. Warren like controlling everybody. What that knows about Warren? At first, the attorney was sitting over there. You know what I mean? Pee Wee Herman was sitting over there moving his hat around and shit like that, clearing his throat up and shit. Now you got Warren at the end, sitting down there, kind of giving people certain stares and looks, and you know what I mean, kind of cutting off stories and shit. Remember, he was cutting them off. He just tell them, no. We were not a mile away from Horn Island. It was a quarter mile, homie. Remember, he was just correcting nigga stories and shit. Smash that like
without a doubt. Nobody wants to know what happened to him more than we do. I mean, we want to know what. I mean, Nolan was like a brother to all of us. I mean, we loved him dearly. Yeah, Nolan was like a brother to us, and I can say without a doubt, nobody wants to know what happened.
Yeah, that boy, look at that boy.
Nobody wants to know.
Yeah, that boy, they been stressed the fuck out, man. I'll be stressed the fuck out too, man. Yeah, I'll be stressed the fuck out too. Whether I did it or didn't do it, I'll be stressed the fuck out. Yeah, they can't even go outside right now. Everybody on their ass, man. Yeah, so if they're guilty, it's a good chance one of these motherfuckers might just jump out their motherfucking skin and just get to telling shit, man. Or be done told one of these bitches out here, you know how young cats do. Get the pillow talking and shit. Yeah, that's one thing about it. If you feel like these dudes are guilty, man, if you feel like Sco, they for sure did this shit. These some young cats, man. Somebody gonna slip up and pillow talk. Somebody gonna slip up and have a goddamn nightmare and wake up and tell they bitch what they was dreaming about. Somebody gonna go to school, go to college, and tell this story, man. Yeah, somebody gonna be on there, I know what you did last summer shit. Trust me, my nigga. Somebody's gonna get on there, I know what you did last summer shit, and fuck around and just spill the beans. Everybody link back up. Yeah, everybody link back up and talk about what happened to Nolan, man. Somebody gonna tell something, man. That's a good ass movie, man. That's a good ass movie. Smash that like, but gang, that's a good ass movie. Let's go back over here, gang. Let's go back over here real quick. What's her name? The young lady. Let me see. J Megan. Y'all say J Megan be cooking, man. Y'all say Sco. J Megan is the motherfucking truth when it comes to the Nolen Wells case, bro. You have to check in with J Megan. What is J Megan talking about?
Warren had already called Miss Christine, and then they somehow ended up at Jax's grandparents' house. That's where they all stayed that weekend, and so that's why Nolan's keys were over there. They had to have been at the grandparents' house, who mysteriously never showed up during any of these confrontations. Somehow the phone had gone from the party that they were all at to Jax's place, and then Warren left after a phone call to Morgan. According to them, 10 to 15 people showed up and just walked into Jax's house and demanded the phone. Wyatt gave the address in which the boat was at. They all start migrating over there. Then Morgan and Wyatt and another friend are tracking their 360s and seeing that they're going over to Wyatt's house. Then they call 911 to tell them that the police are on the way to his house. Then they're searching the boat, and then they come back to Jax's house around 1 o'clock in the morning, according to him. Mind you, that's when they explain to the police about their friend being missing. And so then the report says at 1:38 in the morning, the Jackson County Sheriff's Office say that they spoke to several of the friends that were on the vessel with Nolan, saying that he was in the company of an unknown female. But Morgan, Jax, and Warren all claimed that they did not travel to the island on the same boat as Nolan. So who did they talk to? Because it sounds to me like they had told the police that they were on the same boat as him. Keeping in mind that this is what Warren told Miss Christine.
Named Katie. And so then it turned into, Katie is also missing. No one can find her. And the explanation of no one knows this Katie, like we've never met her.
And Tristan said this.
I was talking on my other buddy's phone, talking to Warren. He was dialing Coast Guard because he hung up the phone and was like, hey, this is them, bye, and hung up the phone. And that was the last time I talked to him.
Mind you, Tristan is friends with Katie. They are mutuals. I have confirmed this. So now that we've got that timeline fucking straight, let's back up to something that Warren said during this interview.
But if you're motivated enough to do it, yeah. Like, I made a phone call to my mom, and I had to call her like 8 times before she picked up because either her service was bad because she was on the back side of the aisle on the south side, or my service was bad, and it was just hard to get through.
Do y'all see that? Let me play it again slower for you.
Either her service was bad because she was on the back side of the aisle on the south side, or my service was bad, and it was just hard to get through.
Oh no. Not only did Warren confirm that his mom was on the south side of the island, but Warren himself said that if you're motivated enough, you can call somebody. I tried calling my mom 8 times. Yet this is what he said last time.
A little off the island, you have cell coverage. And even on the island, like I called my mom when we were on the island, it was fine.
So which is it? Did you call your mom with ease, or did you try to call her 8 times because you were motivated to get in touch with her? But Warren wasn't the only one to slip up, because listen.
And he's on the phone with Cito, and he's trying to get them on the phone. And as he stated in the moment, he's like, Cito's just asking all these dumb questions. I can't figure out what's going on. And so finally hangs up. And after the trim to the motor started to work again. So they manually trim it down by the buttons on the motor, trimmed it down, and some electronics started to come back on. And they got the boat to crank over, and they're like, all right, untie us.
So first off, Jax just proved that the boys put the phone on mute during the call with Cito, because I've listened to the entire 8-minute call, and at no point did they ever say anything about them asking all these stupid questions. Then he said after they hung up on the Cito, that's when it started working again, and they said, okay, untie us, implying that it had been tied up to the other boat the entire time. But we see in this video that they are hauling the line back in right here as he's on the phone. See, you can see right here where the line is being pulled in from across the way where the boat is stationed, meaning he had already hung up with Cito at that point, and he had to have been on the phone with someone else. And what we see here is, once again, we have an interview where they go into so much detail about stuff that doesn't fucking matter.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and first off explain a boat.
We fucking get how a bilge pump works. We get it by now. Stop fucking talking about the bilge pump. What we actually want to hear about is the multiple stops that were made before ending up back at the grandparents' house before they even took the boat to the boat dock. We want you guys to explain how the Cito was canceled by the grandfather on the captain's private line before you guys had even hung up with Cito. That's why nobody believes a fucking word that you are saying. Because I showed y'all yesterday how AI had clearly doctored these photos. If you missed it, look, silver pole. Look, no silver pole. It's actually white. And if you look at this picture in the grandparents' driveway of the Triton, you will see that the little handrails are not leaning over. You will see that the rails are going straight up and down and not leaning, which is why I also suspect that the identity of whoever this is was intentionally covered up, because first off, who wears this weird swimsuit thing? This is somebody who, if they were with them, would have stood out in a crowd. But this woman who's in a red striped swimsuit with a white baseball cap shows up in a lot of different pictures, just oh so obscured. Here she is again, handing out beers on Bart's boat. So I personally suspect that whoever that was in fact on the Triton, and they used AI to change her clothing and to obscure her identity. Because I think this was either Warren's mother or Wyatt's stepmother, which would explain the older female voice people have said they've heard on the Ceto. Because otherwise, why would he need to call his mother 8 times? Unless, according to his own words,
If you're motivated enough to do it, yeah.
because remember, there is a 4th boat out there. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Holy fuck, I just accidentally stumbled onto something that literally is concrete proof. Oh my God, next video coming. Oh my God! Where we left off.
All right. Salute to her, gang. Salute. Yeah, she got some good parts in there. And we actually discussed that yesterday, the part about, Warren saying that his mom, he had to call his mom 8 times, but the first time he made it seem like, it wasn't no problem. I called my mom, I know you get good cell service out there. You can't upload shit, but you can still get a good phone call off. I called my mom out there. Then he said he had to call his mom 8 times. And people started to wonder, like, what the fuck would you try to call your mom for 8 times while you on Horn Island with your partners, drinking, having a good ass time? What the fuck was so important that you called 8 times? Then she also spoke on the Ceto call photo, the photo where they supposed to be the boats. They say Wyatt is on the phone during the Ceto call in the photo. She's saying she don't believe that photo. And nobody has time stamped that photo yet. Remember, that photo does not have a time stamp. So a lot of people are saying, nah, bro, we don't buy that. That photo of Wyatt on the phone allegedly during the Ceto call, a lot of people are starting to say, nah, we know we don't see Nolan on the boat or whatever, because that's not the same to that. That's later on or some shit like that, maybe way before, but that is not at the time of the Ceto call. Smash that like button, gang. Salute to everybody in the building, man. Yeah. And shout out to goddamn me, J Megan, man. Shout out to J Megan, man. Salute to her, gang. Salute to her. Look, I'm gonna say this when it comes to her. Some of the shit she say I rock with. Some shit I be like, okay, she going fucking crazy. She losing her mind. But some shit I be like, nah, she cooking. I like that shit. She's actually fucking cooking. So salute to J Megan, man. It is. She actually put some good work in. Let me see. CDB said, what if Warren said, damn it, Cart? How y'all feel about that, gang? CDB said, what if Warren didn't say damn it? What if they didn't say damn it, Bart? What if he said, damn it, Cart? And they was talking about Carter. Warren's brother. Yeah, damn it, Cart. His brother name instead of damn it, Bart. In the audio, you can hear the girl say Warren's good, Nolan is dead. Ceto audio. So how y'all feel about that, goddamn it? Damn it, Cart. It wasn't damn it, Bart, gang. CDB is saying damn it, Cart. They saying, Warren's brother name is Carter. So, maybe it was Carter that did it. Since people think Carter might have, he put somebody in an arm bar earlier. She's saying, damn it, Cart. Y'all rocking with that or what? What we doing with that, gang? Y'all rocking with that or what? What we doing with that? Damn it, Cart. God damn it, Cart. What y'all doing with that, man? Shout out to CDB, man. Salute to CDB. Yeah. Salute to CDB, man. Yeah, what y'all doing with that? Yeah, smash that like button. Y'all keeping that? What y'all doing? Shout out to CDB, man. I want to speak on the cell phone, though, man. I think that's what we all waiting on, fam. It's going to be about that goddamn cell phone, man. A lot of people are saying, what's taking the family so long to give up the phone? Some people are saying bullshit. They already gave up the phone. Y'all just don't know it yet. They probably finna go through it, or Ben Crump has probably already made arrangements to, go sit down with authorities with the cell phone. Let me see. I want to go here first. Let me see. I want to go here. Smash the like button, gang, because everybody is waiting to see what's going on with the cell phone, gang. Smash that like button and salute to everybody in the building, gang.
that the family isn't cooperating with the Jackson County DA after missing a deadline to turn in Nolan's
Think
phone.
about it, Sco. Let's keep
Attorney
Nolan's
Ben
throat.
Crump and the
Real shit,
legal
CDB.
team state that all parties agreed in mid-July to a joint examination of the phone, but no date or no time for that was scheduled. On Wednesday, the Jackson County DA's office apparently sent out a letter issuing 48 hours to turn in the phone. Well, Crump's team says the family was out of state at the time and they didn't get the letter. The legal team apparently sent out a notice to the DA's office confirming the family's intent on cooperating once protocol for a time and date to inspect the phone is sent to all parties. In a statement, they say, quote, setting a 48-hour deadline while the family was out of the state isn't a good faith path to answers, and it weakens our confidence in the process. Nolan's parents will not be pulled into a fight over deadlines or logistics.
Okay, so when will the phone be? Yeah, well, when the fuck is this? Yeah, what's going on with the phone, gang? Talk to me, gang. What's going on with the phone? Why do you think Ben Crump is being very strategic? You know what I mean, with this phone? What is it about the phone that Ben Crump hasn't went set down with authorities yet, or the FBI or whoever? Why has Ben Crump not came back with the cell phone evidence yet? You know what I mean? They never gave Nolan's phone up. They've been having Nolan's phone, you know, for since he passed away. They came out real early and said they think somebody deleted things out of his phone. Why would we not have the cell phone data back yet? Why wouldn't the forensic extraction? Why wouldn't that have happened yet with the cell phone? Well, yeah, what is Ben Crump waiting on? Do y'all think he's being like smart? He wanna, you know what I mean? He wanna go to the grand jury first, or he wanna get a peep at the autopsy? What is Ben Crump doing, gang? What is the family doing when it comes to the phone? Smash that like button, gang. Salute to everybody in the building. Let's go here. Let's go here, gang. When it comes to that cell phone, gang, let's go here real quick. Salute to everybody in the building, gang. It's most definitely Friday night, man. Rest in peace to Nolen Wells, gang. Friday night, man. Y'all light something up, man. Rest in peace to Nolen Wells, man.
Is that the DA's office, and this is the Jackson County DA's office, as well as our forensic team, and possibly the FBI, we're going to together download and examine the phone. So it's done one time with everybody together, right? This is very common in the law. And what you all may be more used to is when there's a terrible car accident and then there's an examination of that car and everybody comes together one time. They don't move that car around and everybody does their own thing. This is what is supposed to happen. We are waiting for the DA to determine the time, the place, the date. Let us know, and we are going to be there with our forensics team and anybody else, but it's done one time, one examination. We're ready for it to happen.
Okay.
Nolan birthday is next Wednesday, August 19th. It is going to be extremely difficult for his mother, his father, and his family. Because this August 19th.
Man, rest in peace to Nolen Wells, man. Rest in peace, gang. So, I mean, they're saying, you know, far as their representation is saying, is that they ready. They are ready. They say it's going to be a one-time thing. One time and one time only. We do not trust y'all with Nolen Wells' phone. We don't trust y'all at all. We don't trust shit about the investigation. We don't trust nobody. So our team, our forensic team, is going to link up with, you know, investigators, and we're going to sit down one time. And they say they ready now. They say they are ready right now. We know Ben Crump and his team, so they trying to get to the bottom of this. So we know any information that comes out, you know, if Ben Crump gets some good news, he going to scream that shit from a motherfucking mountaintop. We know that for a fact, right or wrong, gang. If Ben Crump got something, you know, he going to put it out there. He going to let us know. So at the end of the day, man, you know, I think a lot of us is waiting on this phone evidence, man. Not going to say that that's the last, you know, because like I said, if a witness come out and say they witnessed something happening to Nolan, whether it was on a boat with his partners or whether it was on Horn Island or whatever, if a witness comes out and say, no, I know who's responsible for this, then, you know, shit get to moving. If somebody who's involved with the shit, you know, if you believe Nolen Wells was murdered, if somebody that was involved with the murder comes out and speak, that'll change this whole shit. Witnesses can change everything. That's one thing I do know about this whole shit. Witnesses can change everything, man. And you never know who just might want to talk one day, man. Some of y'all think Katie knows more. Some of y'all saying, no, we think Katie know more. Who knows, man? Maybe Katie might, if Katie knows something. Let's say if Katie really knows something, maybe Katie might wake up one day and have a change of goddamn heart. somebody could wake up and have a change of heart. And that's kind of what a lot of this shit, you know what I mean, it's kind of banking on when it comes to what happened to Nolen Wells. Because they claim it, and we don't know if this is true or not. We have not seen reports about this or authorities say this, which the investigation from the DA's office is sealed right now. But we're hearing about 2 witnesses that say they saw Nolen Wells after 6 o'clock, around 5:45, 6 o'clock. We don't know that to really be true. You know what I'm saying? We don't know. But as of right now, man, we need somebody to come forward. Yeah, somebody gonna have to come forward, man. That cell phone, that cell phone is gonna have to have, proof in that bitch that it was something deleted, man. They took something out of his phone. Even if they said they went in his phone, fuck something. Even if nothing, I don't care if nothing is deleted out the phone. If they even say that somebody attempted to go in his phone, somebody found out his password, or some way, somehow they got into his phone, or they was trying to get into his phone, to me, that's suspicious than a motherfucker. Yeah, whether they deleted the app or not, if we find out that they was even trying to get into the phone after 4:30, that's going to be suspicious than a motherfucker. I ain't going to lie to you, gang. So I'm most definitely waiting on this goddamn phone information. Let me see. When it comes to Bart, a lot of people saying Bart did it, man. A lot of y'all still saying Bart did it. Who believe Bart did it, man? We heard Bart's name on the CTO call because Bart's attorney has been talking. You know what I mean? And he's been doing a lot of talking. Bart's attorney has been talking. I know we checked in with Warren and them, their attorney, but Bart's attorney has been talking, and he's saying, shit, there's no way his boy going down. Yeah, Bart ain't got nothing to do with none of this shit, fam. Smash
the odd man out, the black guy.
Who thinks Bart?
Back. This is not a simple.
Thinks that Bart is.
There were hundreds of people where they went.
Bart's attorney.
Somebody saw something. Somebody may have seen everything.
Bart. Yeah. Hey, look, y'all. Bart's attorney say he ready to rock and roll. They even ready to sue people. That's how far. That's how good they are. Bart is saying Bart attorney. We so good, nigga. We looking at suing motherfuckers. You know what I mean? We finna get this. We finna handle this shit. Yeah. Fuck him going to jail. We finna sue a bunch of motherfuckers. Smash that like button, gang.
And the investigators may well know
Smash that like button.
But is it Bart Edmiston? Was Bart on that boat helping?
Talk to me.
Hurting? And how do we know?
Did
Bart know the young lady that may have been with Nolen Wells?
Do y'all think Bart knew Katie, man? We know Tracy knew Katie for sure. That's one nigga we know knew her. He said some slick shit to her. He might have hit her before. You know what I mean? She was walking around with Nolan. Katie might like the brothers. I'm starting to think that Katie likes the brothers. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm starting to think Katie like the brothers. Smash that like button, gang. Yeah, that's what I'm starting to think, man. Everybody say they think she fucked with Bart. But Trayston said some slick shit to her. He a little mixed nigga. He don't claim his black side. That's cool. But Katie might like the brothers. How we know Katie even fuck with white boys, man? Smash that like button. Salute to everybody in the building, gang. Salute, gang. But do y'all think that Bart knew Katie? Do y'all think this might have had anything to do what happened to Nolen Wells was behind Katie?
That may have been with Nolen Wells? Was he jealous? Those pictures you've seen, are they accurate? Are they fair?
Let's go.
That audio you've heard, is there a basis? What does Bart Edmiston say about that audio? What does he say? Now you will know. Here is his counsel, Russell Latino, who is representing Bart Edmiston Jr., 21 years old, knew Nolen Wells, was part of that group of boats and friends that went from the coast of Mississippi out to Horn Island together. That is all true. He knew Nolen Wells. He was part of that group. But which part and what happened? Here's what we know. Counsel, thank you for joining us once again. And just to be clear with the audience,
this is Bart's attorney.
Russ Latino, real last name, Italian, sounds Latino. I thought it was a marketing ploy. He says no, but it works a lot of different ways. Counsel, thank you for taking the opportunity.
Yeah, thanks for having me back. All it literally means is somebody that speaks Latin, which, as you well know, originated
this is
in
going to
Rome.
be Bart's attorney.
So it's a commoner's last name. Also happens to be the word associated with an entire ethnic group.
And
so
we don't want to hear that
confusing.
shit, man. Come on with the real, man. Come with the real.
Let's leave it as that. It's adaptable. So before we go broad, let's go narrow. Is there anything new in terms of your client and your pursuits?
No, I mean, look, we're monitoring the things that are being said across social media. I think in the next week, there'll be additional activity. around some of the accounts that have sort of driven some of the most what we believe are egregious narratives around my client.
So he's saying by next week, people will be, I guess receiving subpoenas and emails and you know what I mean? Motherfuckers are getting sued. He's saying defamation lawsuits will be handed out. Yeah, Bart attorney said you've been online saying some shit specifically about Bart Edmiston. Yes, your ass is going. Your channel is gone. They finna rock your pockets. They finna sock it to your motherfucking pockets. So yeah, not only is he saying the kid is the dude is innocent, but he's saying the dude, you know what I mean? He's been lied on. Defamation. We finna sock it to your pocket. Smash that like, but hit that thumbs up, gang. If you watching right now, hit that thumbs up, gang.
I think the reality is that the internet is fickle. And so at some level, as other people insert themselves or other names come out, the internet has a way of rotating between people. And they're assigning different people culpability based on the day.
So to review, your client was there that day, was not an intimate, was not part of the group that has been framed as being with, framed meaning pictured with Nolen Wells. He was on the boat.
Como just gave his position away. Yeah, he just gave it away right there, Como. You fucked up. The part of the group that's being framed. I mean, pictured, whatever. Como just gave it up. So yeah, I know he be on his shit sometime, but he'll go at Tatum and certain people. He just gave it away how you feel. Yeah, he just gave it all away. Do y'all think that, like I said, do y'all think that Bart is a part of this situation, man? Because we know Bart is there for show. I mean, he's saying he wasn't a part. No, that's not true at all. We knew Bart boat came out with everybody else's. Bart was there with them. We hear Bart name on the CETO call. We know Bart boat is there. Bart name is all in this shit. So he's trying to separate Bart from everybody else, but that's impossible to do, especially with Warren's interview. Nigga, that's impossible. Nigga, Bart is with everything that happened that day at that island. Bart is there. Smash that like button.
Was heard.
Smash
he
that
was
like button.
Witnessed, assisting his buddies who had a problem with water getting into their boat. They called CETO during that call. There is now a version of the call that seems to depict a chaotic scene happening at the same time as the caller's calm kind of pro forma phone call with CETO, which is an assistance service for boaters, about him taking on water. Your client wound up fixing that problem for them. But first, what has been alleged by these accounts that you are monitoring about the involvement of your client?
Yeah, so let me back up and just clarify when we say the boat that could be confusing to some people. I mean, there were hundreds of boats that were out near Horn Island that day, hundreds of people that were out on Horn Island that day celebrating the 4th of July. It's a big holiday weekend. Within a sort of confederacy of friends, there were 3 boats that went out. One of them was piloted by my client, who piloted the boat out and then back to his house. At no point was Nolen Wells, the young man who tragically lost his life, on my client's boat. Around 4:30 that afternoon, one of the
Nolan was never on Bart's boat.
Some problems with its bilge pump and started taking on water. One of the individuals on that boat called my client and asked for help. He proceeded to give help, in part by getting on the transom of the boat and helping to remove the plug at the back of the transom of that boat. For people that don't boat, that may not make, that may not be something they understand. But literally, they were just opening up a hole.
Either way, Bart was there. Yeah, point blank period. Bart was there. During that call, Bart is right there. Bart is helping out, whatever. Bart is on the boat, off the boat, whatever. But we know for a fact during the CETO call, he just is the only attorney. Even though he's trying to separate it, he's trying to separate Bart from everybody else in so many ways. There's certain shit he say, Bart wasn't a part of that initial group, all that bullshit. When the CETO call went down, Bart most definitely was right there, gang.
Client and asked for help. He proceeded to give help, in part by getting on the transom of the boat and helping to remove the plug at the back of the transom of that boat. For people that don't boat, that may not make, that may not be something they understand, but literally they were just opening up a hole so water would drain out is the short way of saying this. And then my client got back on the boat that he was piloting and towed the other vessel for a short distance, allowing that water to run off.
You guys know I'm always looking for simple things that can help me stay on top of my game, especially when it comes to hydration. And this is a good one. LTV, except for completely irrelevant to the events surrounding Nolen Wells, except for this. If Brad, in quotes, or Bart, in quotes, or Billy, in quotes, because your client is referred to by multiple different names, not by you, not by him, but by people on the internet. Sure. If he was not killing Nolen Wells, what else was he doing? This is what we understand.
Yeah.
Why would you pull the plug out of a boat? Wouldn't that make it sink? No, depends on the configuration of the hull and the placement of the plug, because sometimes, especially with smaller boats, if they're taking on water, let's say from 20 people drinking beers sitting on the back of it at a party, it can overwhelm a bilge pump that is old, not properly maintained, or has a float switch that gets stuck. And any of those things can happen and you are in a bad position. However, if you know what you're doing, you can pull the plug and then drag the boat so that it goes fast enough that it rises above the level of where the hole is. So instead of allowing water to come in, it allows water to drain out. And then you put the plug back in nice and quick, and you don't have water in the boat anymore, but you do have to address the bilge pump, which you do at a later time. That is an operation that a lot of boaters know, a lot of boaters can do, and that is
so that's a way of breaking down what's going on during the CETO call. They're saying that, hey, everything that they saying is making sense. This is what Como was saying. I guess he know a lot about boats and shit. You know what I mean? White boy probably got a boat. He's saying that that's how boats run. You know what I mean? When they told him to unplug the boat, it was to drain water out the boat. You put the boat on, I think what they say, you level the boat, or you put the boat on plane, they were saying. And once the boat goes above water and starts to go, you go fast, and I guess water goes out, the boat instead of coming in. You plug it back in real quick. So they saying that Bart was down there unplugging the boat. That's that boat talk. Yeah, were they telling the truth or not? I can't tell you. I've never worked on a fucking boat before. I've been on some boats, but never actually had a fucking boat. Smash that like button. Salute to everybody. You're not really a water nigga either. I don't really fuck with that water like that, nigga. You know what I mean? I don't live too long. You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't live too long. Rest in peace to Theo, nigga. Smash that motherfucking like button.
Involvement that you are saying, counsel, your client had on that boat as it was leaving.
Yeah, that's correct. And the end
Are you impressed that I nailed it, by the way? Are you impressed that
I
I
want to know
it?
who you've been talking to. Are you a boater?
I am a Coast Guard captain, certified, and I have been talking to all of these different people and families and people close to the investigation.
Wow. What y'all think about Como, man? He sound like he might be compromised, man. He's saying he might be compromised, man. I don't know what I mean. I'm starting to wonder about Chris Como now. He might be compromised. Drop a 1 in the chat. You think Como is now compromised? I mean, I didn't think that about him at first. I didn't think that about him. Yeah, I didn't think that about him, man. Who thinks he might be compromised, gang? He talking that boat talking, all that goofy ass shit. Who thinks he might be compromised, man? Who think he done got paid off, man? Who thinks he been talking to talking to not Nolan, but talking to Warren's family and talking to Wyatt and his dad and them. Who think Chris Como is now compromised? Yeah, let me know in the chat, gang. We're gonna keep it 100 over here, man. Light some gas up. It's Friday night. We don't got no time to fake over here. We're gonna call everything out. We're gonna look over everything. We're gonna break down some of this, some of that. We're gonna turn over every goddamn stone, and we're gonna call shit how we see it.
And a lot of this is new vocabulary, new vernacular. A lot of people see this story very one-dimensional. Mississippi, racist, one black kid, a lot of white kids, the system protecting, and none of this boating stuff makes sense. The boat wasn't sinking. That's a lie to cover a murder. I understand boating differently. I understand investigating differently. I know the operation you're talking about. It is absolutely plausible that this is what was going on. And there are multiple witnesses who say this is exactly what they witnessed going on.
And let's be very clear about the multiple witnesses, because I think there have been some narratives set based on pictures that are not accurate. So very early on, the narrative that was set was we had one picture with Nolan and 3 friends that are white on the back of a boat. And I think a lot of people developed the thought, okay, 4 friends went out on a boat together.
3 came back.
Only 3 came.
Hold on, gang. Hold on real quick. Go come down to Canyon Lake, Texas, You bring the bud, I'll bring the boat. Good times. Get Slat Dog over the timeout ASAP, gang. Get that nigga ass over the timeout.
Gay.
You didn't say Sko bring no bitches, no nothing like that. You didn't say nothing like that. Sko bring some bitches down here. Sko nothing, fam. You gotta throw that in there, bro. Yeah, you gotta throw that in there. Smash that like, but yeah, you get Slat Dog. Get my nigga Slat. I rock with you, Slat Dog. Get Slat Dog over the timeout ASAP. Smash the like button, gang. Let me go back a little bit. Let me just go back a little bit more, gang. Smash that like button.
Narrative that was set was we had one picture with Nolan and 3 friends that are white on the back of a boat. And I think a lot of people developed the thought, okay, 4 friends went out on a boat together.
3 came back.
Only 3 came back. And they went to some desolate place. The reality is they went to a place with hundreds of people. There were way more than 4 friends. It was a mixed race group. So it wasn't just that Nolan was the only black friend in the group.
Which explains some of the pictures out there of mostly white party goers with a black guy, and they just assume if it's a black guy, it must be Nolan. He was the only one. The pictures are not accurate. They're not even, some of them are not even from that day. And you're saying that your client says Nolan was not the only black guy.
Well, I don't know that my client is saying that. I think a lot of witnesses are saying that. I think Trayston Shepard, who is black, has said that he was out there.
Oh, wow.
I think Javon Williams, who is
wow. I think Trayston, who's black, said, now don't forget Trayston threw away his black car. He balled that bitch up. We didn't even take it from him, man. He just threw it away on his own, man. Niggas balled that bitch up, man. This motherfucker, fucking niggers. He hated his black side, man. Trayston could go, man. We could just go back in time, man. You know what I mean? He ran to his mama, leave them niggas alone, man. Yeah. Trayston do not want to be black at all, man. I hate when they use him as like the black kid, the token black guy. Let's go to Trayston, man. The black kid said Trayston. Notice they calling you the black kid, bro. And your ass don't even want to be black, man. Shame on them, bro. Shame on them. Shame on Tatum. Shame on anybody who's calling him a black kid, the black friend, the black kid. He don't even want to be that. Yeah. Y'all fucked up for that, fam. That nigga do not want to be called the black friend.
black has said that he was out there as part of that group.
Wow.
And look, I want to be very careful not to name people who haven't already inserted themselves by talking to media, because this is a witch hunt. I mean, at this point, any name that comes out, people assume that person is a new culpable suspect. But both of those gentlemen have chosen to talk about what happened while they were out there and to make the point that Nolan was, in fact, not the only black friend in that group.
Understood.
I say all that to say that there have been narratives set throughout this discussion that are false narratives and that have allowed people to develop a perception of what Horn Island would have looked like or what Nolan would have experienced that is in no way accurate.
Understood. Why you're proffering that, and consistent with what I understand of the investigation. Now, have to say, frustrating. The unknown is very powerful as a narrative device, especially within the true crime space, maybe uniquely so. The investigators, since the initial, what I say, in my opinion, was the wrong way to come out of the box in this situation, after that, they have said almost nothing because it's all being presented to a grand jury. That level of secrecy is rare, but is righteous. That's how it should be until the grand jury figures out whether it's going to hand up an indictment or not. And then the investigators have...
That's bullshit. No, that's righteous. That's bullshit, Chris. Come on. That's bullshit, because at the end of the day, they came out real early and screamed no foul play. So why leave people on edge like that? Why tell people no foul play? Then when shit start to, when things start to fall apart, everybody get to questioning shit. Shit don't seem, somebody's lying. Now all of a sudden we're gonna zip this shit up. We ain't saying shit. And don't worry about what's going on. We'll get to you niggas later. That's suspicious. You did. That's suspicious right there. That's why people are saying, man, let us know what's going on in the investigation, man. If y'all got a suspect, if y'all got a possible suspect, let us know something, gang. If it's a real storyline, if y'all really got if it's like some real shit that popped up, like y'all done found out we were hearing about a fight that could have popped off at this. If y'all know some shit that we should know, tell us. Let us know. But for them to have to say shit just makes you feel like, man, what the fuck is really going on?
More of a clear path.
What the fuck? Why are y'all
as
so
do
quiet
anybody
now?
who wants a FOIA request or to get more information. So that is a semi-secretive proceeding. The fact that nothing's coming out is not necessarily suspicious. The early indication, I think, triggered a lot of people.
Bullshit. He might be compromised, man. Bullshit. It is bullshit, man. Smash that like button. Salute to everybody, Billy. I disagree, man. I disagree. That's the righteous thing to do, man. Shout out to Chris Como, man. But I disagree with that part, man. I disagree with that, man. Let me see. There's been a lot of people online talking about the Nolen Wells situation. A lot of people, man. And a lot of people disagree with goddamn me, Brandon Tatum, and how he went down there, man, and just stuck up for them white boys like that. A lot of people disagree. One of the main niggas who disagree is going to be your man, D.L. Hughley right here. Now, of course, Dr. Umar disagree like a motherfucker, man. Shout out to Dr. Umar, man. Get that school together, my nigga. Get that school together, brother, before we get back on your ass. Yeah, get that school together. Y'all know I rock with Dr. Umar. That's my guy. I like Dr. Umar. But if you don't get that school together, we back on your ass, nigga. You know, that is content. But yeah, I want to hear Tatum respond to Dr. Umar in a minute too. But let's hear what D.L. Hughley had to say about, Tatum going back to Horn Island.
So this is Tatum goes back to Mississippi.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're back in Mississippi. I was able to interview Warren again to clear up some of the things that people had questions about after the first interview. Some of y'all are going to get sued, and some of y'all are going to have to give apologies.
Everything we know about these boys, we know because he told us.
Talk to me.
Officer Tatum told us, right?
Right.
He told us what they said. He told us they had a conversation. It's always been on his platform. I hope he isn't the kind of that's probably the reason he was only a police officer for 5 or 6 years. Because a police officer's job is to try to get answers, not to shape a result.
Right. Do y'all feel that way?
And
do y'all feel like that's what Tatum did? Tatum went down there trying to take up for these guys and try to shape the story and narrate the story that they all put together. You know what I mean? Was sitting down, scripting these interviews, and the judge is in there, the attorneys are in there. Like, he basically going down there just making sure he catered to whatever story they got. He didn't know these boys, never met them never met them in his damn life. Didn't know. I mean, they could have just killed a little white bitch 10 days ago. He don't know. He don't have a clue. Never met these people a day in his life. Not them, not their parents. But without no evidence, without nothing going on, like without even finding out the things that we found out, he went down there to ask questions. But a lot of people know when you went down there to tell them, I believe you guys are innocent. You didn't even know nothing yet. Even the things you found out when you got down there, you didn't know before you went down there. And I'm pretty sure when you talked to them, you was telling them, I believe in you guys. I believe y'all are innocent. And that's why they wanted to talk to you. Because you were online already saying they were innocent before you ever talked to them, before you ever met them, before you ever seen any of the evidence they presented to you. You had it in your mind that they were innocent. Smash that like button. Yeah, that's fishy, Tatum. That's fishy, man.
He clearly does not want the truth. And if it is the truth, if it isn't the truth he wants, he'd rather besmirch it and diminish it. And I don't know, and I'll say out flatly, I don't know what happened in Mississippi, but I do know that those boys have a vested interest in protecting themselves and what they have going on. They were better friends to themselves and their reputations and to their legacy than they were to Nolan. And Tatum is a grifter. He's a grifter. This is his thing right now. This is what he's doing right now. And don't tell me you love a black mother when you're doing this to another black mother. Like the reason that, like he'll say he's holding people, he's holding people accountable. In order to hold people accountable, you have to have an affinity for those people. You have love, like the biblical proverb, the biblical saying, "Spare the rod, spoil the child." It is to make that child better. It is a corrective. It is the spirit of discipline because I love you. Tatum has no love for black people. I can't ever look at all the litany of things he said. So how are you correcting us when everything you do demonizes us? Everything you do otherizes us. Everything you do says, when you talk about black on black crime, you talk about not in some kind of, because crime is about proximity. It isn't that way. It's a level of deviancy that's specifically inherent to us. And you help he talks about us the way white people with the greatest level of the saying talk about us. I've never heard him not think we were wrong.
That is true. When you look at Tatum's platform, you try to say, man, well, maybe he just got strong opinions on just certain things. But when you go through his algorithm, and when you see him in the algorithm, it's always like some shit with like thumbnails are crazy for the black folks and shit. Like it's always something about black folks being wrong. He's never once admitted that a black person was ever victimized. Never. It won't come out of his fucking mouth. He will never. If it's a story about a black person being victimized and all the evidence and proof is there, he'll still jump on there and say, nah, man, the police were right, this and that. Police get locked up you know what I mean? Police get locked up for police brutality and murder. He still say, nah, man, they was in the right. The black person was in the wrong. You feel me? So yeah, so Tatum is I be thinking he trolling. I want to say the nigga trolling, man. Maybe this how you get his money. I think the nigga's a fucking hustler, man. When I say hustler, I'm not saying like a good hustler. I mean like a church nigga, like the type of nigga you can't trust. Yeah, type of nigga you can't trust, man. I think that nigga is online doing this shit on purpose, man. This is the way to get to some fucking money. He don't give a fuck about. Yeah, he don't get. This is the way to get to some money for him, man. This is paper, man. Do he really feel that way? Maybe he do. Yeah, maybe he do. But he for sure online, man, trying to get some money, man. He went down there, like I said, he using them them white boys for goddamn money, man. Yeah, he using them white boys for money, man. Tatum don't give a fuck about black folks, about them folks. Tatum on this bitch trying to get some money, man. He ain't fooling me, man. Nigga be trolling like a motherfucker, man.
He just likes us so much. All these children that are coming up and they're being hanged and lynched. I guarantee you, Tatum hates us so much that nigga would rather interview the rope than us. That's how bad. So why would I like?
Wow. Run that shit back. That nigga a damn fool, bro. That nigga said Tatum would rather interview the rope than us, my nigga. That nigga a damn fool, bro. Wow, bro. God damn. God damn. That nigga would rather interview the rope. God damn, Hughley. Smash that like that nigga wild a motherfucker for that, gang. Smash that like button. It's Friday night, y'all. We having a smoke out. We chilling. You know what I mean? Y'all got something to drink. Whatever y'all got going on tonight, man. Just relax, chill, gang. We in here just breaking down some of the latest things being said in the media about everything surrounding the Nolen Wells case. Smash that like button. Salute to everybody, bit of man. Spark something up if you got it, though. If you got it, put it in the air, please. Rest in peace.
That's
to
how
Nolan.
bad. So why would I believe that a man who has no vested interest, who has no love for me in his heart, have an idea of what it's almost like the policies that he defends. Like when he was on Jubilee, he's defending policies that were written by people that had no love for us. We were an inconvenience, and he argues the point the same way. He has the same level of disdain that I see people who not black at all. He sounds to me and has the same level of disdain as somebody who's an avowed white supremacist.
Well, even giving the interview to them boys, like, I know it was nothing but softballs because no one would ever agree to
You can't be a coon and not have anything but softball.
Well, then there's that.
Because I'm like, I'm like, why would you ever subject your kids to an interview where you don't know that the interviewer is going to help the situation? It's like, so you come here to help them.
You're exactly right. And you do it for your own benefit. There's an old saying in the legal profession, never ask a question you don't know the answer to. And that's what's playing out right now. Those boys, first he had one at a time, then he went to the island, then he has them all on the panel.
Right.
And he asked these leading questions that only we're not in this situation right now. If those boys had been as forthcoming and open as they with the family as they are with him.
Yeah.
Why is it that all we know because he told us they were interviewed with the police. He told us they took a lie detector test.
Right.
Yeah, but the thing is, he's not an investigator.
Very true.
He's not an
Very
investigator.
true.
He's not at all.
He's not a reporter.
No.
He's not a journalist. He's a citizen of the United States. That's it. He's
Right.
not an officer anymore.
Right.
None of that.
Right.
So my thing is, even if he does it under the guise of I'm investigating, investigation means you look everywhere.
Right.
You turn over every
yes.
stone and you look at both sides
Right.
because what you're after is the truth.
Right.
Not a one-sided
What he's after is
situation.
clicks.
Right.
What
There
is
you
that?
go. She said it just right there, man. Salute to that sister, man. You looking for the truth, man. That's why I always say I'm unbiased, man. However this thing turn out, that's what it's gonna be. But the truth, it has to be the truth. It gotta be evidence. It gotta be proof that really shows this. You know what I mean? As of right now, well, I'm looking at Ben Crump like, man, you know what I mean? What's gonna happen? I'm looking at the world right now. Everybody like, man, what's gonna happen with this case right here? What's going to be the smoking gun in this case? A lot of people feel like, Nolan's, the guys he rode in on the boats with, the dudes from Horn Island, all the guys he went to Horn Island with, they feel like those guys are guilty. One of them knows something. Somebody knows something. But what's going to be the smoking gun that they just can't escape and they can't deny? That's why I say a witness or somebody turning, or you know what I mean? If that's what happened, then it's gonna have to be one of those, man, or you know what I mean? How is this shit gonna really play out? We still waiting on the cell phone, waiting on the autopsy and the toxicology. You know what I mean? Smash that like, but yeah, it's a lot of shit we waiting on, but what is gonna be the smoking gun? What's gonna really, at least start a goddamn murder investigation?
Just clicks. He wants I don't understand how somebody. It's ridiculous. Don't tell me that you're asking that you will answer a question before you ask it. What he wants is to.
Oh, y'all put some color in my chat, gang. Donate to the platform, man. Put some color in my chat. Hold on, gang. 1 second, too. I want to go here real quick. 1 second. Let me see. Shout out to Cherry Limeade, Skull Cherry Limeade for that cash app. Salute, gang. Shout out to Skull Cherry Limeade for that cash app. And salute to Brandon for that cash app too, man. Salute to Brandon for that cash app and the Cherry Limeade for that cash app. Salute, gang. Salute to everybody in the building, gang. Y'all put some color in this chat. Yeah. Y'all not lighting that. It's Friday night. Y'all should be lighting this chat up, gang. It's Friday night. Y'all should be talking to me, man. Y'all should be celebrating, throwing all kind of uncle alerts around and shit like that, man. Y'all get busy in this chat, man. Turn this bitch up. It's Friday night, man. Pull up something to drink. Yeah, drink something. Rest in peace to Nolen Wells, man. Turn this chat. This chat look dead over here. Smash that like button.
Put that family on display, paying on display for profit, and they are profiting too. Those people, those boys right now, at least some of those boys, have a Gifts and Go fund.
Yeah, they do.
If they were as interested in what happened to Nola as they are what happens to them, we're not to Nolan. We wouldn't have this conversation.
Right.
But everything we know about them, we know because this shoe booty ass darky told us.
And also don't forget, I did read where some of those kids are saying that they may sue for defamation in the end.
Okay. In order to sue for defamation, we have to know that what we're assessing or what we're alleging or what some people have alleged isn't true.
Isn't true. There we go. So everybody talking about defamation and shit. Like, man, how y'all talking about defamation so early? And this investigation is allegedly not over with. Remember that? How is motherfuckers talking about, about goddamn defamation already, and we ain't got to the bottom of what's really going on. I don't think nobody's been proven guilty or innocent yet at all. I think we're trying to figure this shit out right now. But yeah, the defamation, that's some bold shit. Yeah, that's some bold shit right there. Yeah, okay, there we go. Y'all like that goddamn chat up, man. Salute to Cedric, man, Anti-Ski. Like that chat up, man. Salute to everybody in the building, y'all. They cooking over here, guys. They cooking over
defamation when we don't know who did what, when, and how.
Right.
There are two things we don't know for sure. Two things we don't know. One, we haven't gotten the result. The two things we know that's in MAGA sphere that we don't know for sure. We never saw pictures of those downed airmen in Iran. And we have not seen the autopsy report from this case. And I have to believe that if it was something that exonerated people or that made this a non-issue, we would have seen it already.
Exactly.
I don't need to keep
drown, that thing would have came out and said he didn't drown.
I don't need to see Redneck Part 2. I don't need to see it. I don't need to see you sitting up here. It's like the redneck and the coon at a. It's like a knock joke.
Yeah,
and it's clearly for their none of the things that they are doing. Obviously, they have an interest in taking the onus off them. If as anybody would, and the only person in this whole sphere that has an interest in finding out the truth.
Smash that like button, gang. Smash that like button.
You know what's so sad about this? The thing that's so sad is that you have so many things that are happening to our Black children across this country.
I want to get to this game. I want to get to this over here, man. I want to see. We know. Shout out to D.L. Hughley, man. D.L. Hughley, man. That nigga probably Between him and Dr. Umar, man, that nigga don't fuck with Tatum at all, gang. Between him and Dr. Umar, man, like that. Yeah, it's up. Between him and Dr. Umar, nigga, they don't fuck with Tatum at all, gang. Yeah. Between them two niggas, oh man, somebody gonna scratch him, man. We seen Dr. Umar go off on Brandon Tatum up again. I told you, I said Brandon Tatum gonna get online, he gonna respond to all that shit. I said Tatum gonna jump his bitch ass online and he gonna respond to all that shit, man. Smash that like button, gang, because Dr. Umar lit this nigga ass up.
So a portion of that
Dr. Umar got this nigga ass, man.
And that Nolan is
smash that like button.
Correct. And that video,
Umar flamed this nigga up.
Representation of who was on the boat during that CETO call.
Correct.
If that tape gets corroborated, all the white young folks on those 3 boats need to go to jail, Art. They need to be charged, all of them.
Let's go.
So everybody on the island should get charged. If one person did something to Nolan, according to you, everybody on, because they white. How you?
Dr. Umar said, lock everybody on that bitch up, nigga. Everybody on Horn Island, nigga. Lock the whole goddamn island up, man. Yeah, Dr. Umar said, lock the whole island up, brother. Yeah, Dr. Umar said, nigga, lock the whole goddamn island up, nigga. Everybody out there. Everybody on the island, lock them up. Smash that like button, man. Salute to Dr. Umar, man.
You're going to charge somebody on a boat that wasn't even there. Hey, y'all, check this out. If
Man,
you need
like
custom
the
shirts,
gang.
hats, or gear, check out clips of Umar Johnson. We got 15 timestamp clips of Umar Johnson lying. And we sent this to the lawyers so they can review. And maybe, just maybe, Umar Dumdake, fake. I started a school 20 years ago that I still ain't got no evidence that's functional. Not a single graduating class from this school he didn't concoct it. 100 years. There's a lady that came out and said her kid was going to elementary school when he started this thing, and her son is now going to college, and there's still no school. Why black people are so
Say, man. Say, bro. Say, man. Hold on, man. Hold on, man. Hold on, man. Yeah. Say, man. Hold on, fam. Hold on, my nigga. We not doing this shit tonight, fam. We not doing this shit tonight, fam. Dr. Umar, he coming with that school, man. I don't know when that bitch coming, man. I can't tell you when. I'm not rolling the dice on that shit. But the school is on the way, nigga. Yeah. All right, man. All right. We heard Umar flame that nigga Tatum ass up, man. Tatum trying to get some get back, man. I told you he can respond to this shit, man. Tatum is trying to get some get back tonight, man. So who's the Dr. Umar, man? Shout out to brother Umar, man.
gullible, bro. If I hadn't gotten baptized in Jesus' name and filled with the Holy Spirit speaking in tongues, I probably would be hoodwinking y'all black people. I'd be rich.
Nigga, we get what you doing, nigga. You trying to hoodwink them white folks is what you doing, nigga. We get it, nigga. And you playing coon to the niggas and you try to hoodwink them white folks. We get what the fuck the hustle is, man. Yeah, we get what the hustle is, brother. We get what you're doing. You hate black people. You online. You kissing their ass. You do anything and shit. You do anything for them. We get it, fam. We get the hustle, my nigga. We gotta get what you're doing, bro. Yeah, we know what you're doing, nigga. You ain't fooling me, nigga. I know exactly what you are. When I go look at your page, I look at this video. I'm like, look at this nigga, man. This nigga, boy. You ain't no way, bro. Ain't no way. Smash that like button, man. Yeah, you are most definitely trying to hustle, fam. I love Jesus hat on and shit. Nigga, you hustling.
Like Umar probably rich. Because y'all done gave him all that money for that school and he still ain't showed up with the money. Allegedly. But I'd be woke. I'd be coming on here every day. Man, the times are hard, bro. I could have left the police department and been like, all the racists on the police department. I'd have wrote a book about how the police department is really racist. And I would have sold out to black people and been lying to y'all. I come out and say, man, I get discriminated against every day in Arizona. I live in Scottsdale, Arizona, and I get discriminated every day. And y'all be, yeah, that's right. See, we ain't never gonna make it nowhere.
This nigga really sit back and say the police are not racist, bro. Come on, man. Of course they are, bro. You know, we're not saying every cop is a bad cop, but come on now, Tatum. That's how we know you full of shit right there, bro. The history between black people and the police, man. Come on, man. People scream they call the police on black people because they know the history between black people and the police. They feel like, nigga, if they show up, your ass going to jail. You know, man, if they Mexican, white, Chinese, people always crack a joke or threaten us with calling the police because they feel like when they show up, nigga, they gonna be against y'all because you black. Everybody knows that. You know what I mean? Everybody knows that's the saying. If it's black people around, you know what I mean, call the police. Police might just, you know what I mean, police pulling you over because you're black. Driving while black, walking while black, jogging while black. I told you, don't get a bicycle, nigga. You better have some bike gear on. If you get a bicycle, my nigga, especially a 10-speed, all you old niggas in my chat right now, I'm gonna give y'all niggas some game real quick. You better get you a helmet, some tights. Yeah, all that shit. You better have the full biking gear on, or they're gonna say you a dope fiend and you up to no good. Yeah, let them see a regular nigga in regular clothes riding a bike. Nigga, they gonna swear you finna break into a house, nigga. Smash that like button, nigga. Yeah, black people can't do shit. As a black man, you be walking behind somebody, they be getting nervous and shit, looking around, and she be looking like, man, just let the bitch go, fam. Just let her walk, bro. Shit, she think you finna snatch her goddamn purse or something, bro. Like, fuck. Go, bitch, go. Shit. Yeah, being black is rough, man. And the police don't make it no goddamn better. So yeah, Tatum, you just talking, bro. Like, you just the shit you talking, you know what I mean? Look at his face. Goofy ass nigga. The shit you be talking sometime, bro, it just don't make no goddamn sense, bro. And you know it.
Life. Cause the white man, white privilege. In my next life, I'm a rob y'all and tell you everything you want to hear, because y'all the most gullible people on planet Earth. The fact that
in your next life, you're gonna be a white boy. You know what I mean? You chill. Yeah, and I mean, yeah. Hopefully, in your next life, I hope you're an Indian. Yeah, I hope in your next life, Tatum, you a motherfucking Indian. Smash the like button and shout out to all my Indians in the building, man. Salute to all my Indians. Yeah, I fuck with the Indians.
Dr. Umar Johnson is, people call him a doctor and listen to him. It's evidence that y'all easy. Y'all easy. I put a dashiki on. Sean King is white. And y'all believe him. He's a white boy. His parents on his birth certificate are both white people. He got a fade. He got a lineup and a fade, and y'all listen to Sean King. Come on, man. I'd be rich off y'all black people. Put it, go Dr. Umar, roll it.
But our sister, who is an audio engineer, Art, she went through the laborious process of cleaning up the background conversation during the infamous Cito call. She cleaned up the background audio during the infamous Cito call, Art. And during the infamous Cito call, Art, according to her cleanup, it sounds like they were trying to clean up an unaliving of Nolen Wells. You hear people saying things like, is he still alive? Did you unalive him? Is he okay? People are shocked, asking questions. Is he still breathing? If that tape gets corroborated, all the white young folks on those 3 boats need to go to jail, Art. They need to be charged, all of them. Whether you committed the crime, whether you was an accomplice to the crime.
Do y'all agree with that Cito call? Do y'all agree with that, gang? Do y'all feel like, man, just hearing that Cito call alone, man, that's it. There's no way to ever say these dudes are innocent, man. There's no way. That Cito call, yeah, it don't prove everything, but you most definitely get a listen to what was going on, you know, at that time on that boat. Something was going on. You know what I mean? Something was for sure going on during that call, and you cannot let this shit go because you can hear something going on in that call. Because that's the right now, that's all that's out there when it comes to the real evidence. We don't got no witnesses saying, you know, we seen him get on that boat with them for sure. We don't got nobody saying we seen somebody doing something to him. That Cito call is really it right now. The phone evidence that came back, Ben Crump's autopsy was inconclusive. As of right now, the Cito call is the only thing people really got to really hold on to right now. That's kind of it. Is that it's by itself. That's it. What is going to be that next piece that make people say, yep, that right there is undeniable. So the Cito call is good. So what's going to be that next piece to make people say, okay, yeah, now here we go, nigga. It's time for indictments to come down. Smash that like button, gang. Salute to everybody in the building, man. This is Dr. Umar. This is Tatum. I mean, checking out what Umar said about his motherfucking ass. Smash that like button. Salute to everybody building, gang. Put some color in this chat, gang.
Whether you was an accessory to the crime, whether you can.
So everybody on the island should get charged. If one person did something to Nolan, according to you, everybody on, because they white. How you gonna charge somebody on a boat that wasn't even there? Let's play his next clip because I'm finna prove him wrong. Roll the clip.
They called the Cito company at 4 o'clock. We already talked about the background noise that the audio engineer, our beautiful black sister, Jeanette Brantley cleaned up. Sounds very suspicious, Art. It sounds like they may have been in the act of unaliving Nolen Wells when they made the call. It sounds like they may have been in the act of unaliving Nolen Wells when they made the call, Art. Allegedly. And guess what, Art? That would make perfect sense. You want to know why? Because the call was bogus. Nothing was wrong with that shit. I
think this nigga tampered with Umar's video. I think he tampered with it a little bit. The one of them allegedly wasn't there. I think, yeah, it's like the video's been tampered with something.
My allegations. This is my belief, and my allegations, and I'm standing on it. Nothing was wrong with the boat, Art, and I'm going to explain to you how we know this. Nothing was wrong with that boat. They made that call because they needed an alibi, Art. They needed an alibi. So if Nolen Wells,
Time
if
out.
Nolan's,
All you gotta do is have nappy hair, put a dashiki on, and call yourself a doctor, and they believe you. What sense does it make? Show the.
Say, man. Say, fam. This nigga here racist in the motherfucker, bro. What type of shit? This nigga here racist in the motherfucker, dog. This nigga here racist in the motherfucker. To hear me smoking and he's looking at a racist nigga, bro. This shit is crazy, fam. This shit is diabolical, bro. A racist nigga, bro. A real life Uncle Ruckus. Smash that like button, gang. A real life Uncle Ruckus, man. Stay up, Sko. They're stalling. Come on, man. What a dirty plan. Shout to Aunt Lou. Shout to Aunt Lou. What you mean by that, Aunt Lou? Break it down, Aunt Lou. Talk to me in the chat, gang. Break it down, Aunt Lou. Salute to everybody in the building, man. Salute to everybody. This shit here. The gloves are off with these two niggas, man. I can't wait for Umar to speak about this shit again, gang. I can't wait for Umar to say some more shit about this, gang.
Video.
Rest in peace to Nolen Wells, man.
Let's go to video of the boat. Look how little this boat is. Look at this boat. Look how little this boat is. Pause. So go to a better view where you see it. Pause. He ain't in the back of the boat. Ain't no room back there. Let it play. So I guess they say, pause. That he right there.
Yeah, so, is it ridiculous, gang? Do y'all think Nolen Wells on this boat right here? Because like we said, people are questioning the timestamp of this video now, right or wrong. People are starting to question the timestamp of this video. So, I mean, is it possible this was before, after? What do y'all think this is during the CETO call? Because we see Wyatt over there on a phone call. You know what I mean? This video that Officer Tatum put out, and remember this came from Officer Tatum. He said he got it from them. And this video, it shows 5 guys on a boat, 2 girls on a boat. 5 guys and 2 girls on a boat. Do y'all believe Nolen Wells is on this boat for real, for real? Do y'all believe that? Or do y'all think the timestamp is off? Talk to me, gang. Do y'all think that Nolen Wells is on this boat? We've seen people that show, different videos and pictures. Well, some people say they see an arm going up, a leg, something. He tied up. Sko, look right there. Y'all done seen me that video about 300 times. Sko, look right there, Sko. You see a hand go up. He's tied up. This and that. Do y'all believe Nolen Wells' body is on this boat right here? Yes or no in this goddamn chat? And I mean now, goddamn it. So some people are saying no. Some people say they feel like it's not the right time. So this is not that we don't even know when this is. He's not on the boat because we don't even know what time this video or photo this video was taken. So you know what I mean? So if he's not on the boat, because you can clearly see a lot of the boat. Is there somebody laying on the ground, or is there somebody they hide on the boat? We don't see nobody. You know what I mean? We see 7 people on the boat. So do y'all think that we don't know when this video came out, dog? They ain't time stamped the video yet. We don't know when this was. It's hard to say this was 4:31, 4:45. Like, come on, man. Smash that like button. Salute to everybody in the building, y'all. Smash that like button, gang.
So they didn't kill him, right? First of all, this is the video of the boat while Warren is on the call. Nolan ain't on there. But let's just say so they killing him. Because this is the thing that they never addressed. How did they kill Nolan? If they did, how did they kill him? They bludgeoned him to death?
Talk to me, chat. How did they kill Nolen Wells, man? Talk to me in the chat right now. We're going, if he say shit, we're going to answer it. Or at least I want y'all to tell me how y'all feel about it. Give me y'all opinion about that. They kept the throat. We know they kept the throat. Everybody's asking, where's the throat? How do you think Nolen Wells, if you believe he was killed, because not everybody believe he was killed. Some people think maybe he drowned, Sko, or maybe something happened to him on Horn Island, Sko. Not everybody in this chat all believes the same thing, man. We are most definitely an unbiased channel, and we break down and talk about everything. We don't break the news. We just break the news down. That's all we do over here. How do y'all think Nolen Wells was killed, man? If he was killed on this boat right there outside of Horn Island, you know what I mean? Right? How do you think Nolen Wells was killed? What happened to him? How did they kill him? You know what I mean? How did they kill him, man? Talk to me, gang. How did they, how did they unalive Nolen Wells? Smash that like button, gang.
Autopsy showed no signs of blunt force trauma. No signs on any part of his body, external blunt force trauma, 0. So they didn't beat him to death. Are you saying they drowned him?
He's skipping over the choke part. He's skipping over that goddamn neck that's missing. He's skipping over that goddamn neck that's missing. You said they beat him. There ain't no beating. Ain't no blood. Ain't no wounds on him. Ain't no bruises or none of that shit, my nigga. Y'all saying they drowned him? I see he skipped over that goddamn choking. Yeah, he ain't said nothing about that goddamn chokehold everybody been talking about. The whole internet been talking about that chokehold for weeks now. And he skipped right over that chokehold. Y'all think they drowned him or what? I mean, what y'all think, man? Y'all they didn't beat him. Y'all trying to beat him to death? Nah, nigga. People are saying maybe some kind of chokehold. Let's see if Umar addressed that chokehold.
And then pulled him in the boat? So he's in the boat after
not
they
Umar
drowned him.
Tatum.
They somehow pulled him out of the water, put him in the boat in front of everybody. Jax, Bart, everybody, they put him in the boat. He's in the bed of the boat, although he's invisible, because he's not on the boat here, but I guess he's there in their minds. And then Wyatt, knowing that somebody's dead, they killed him, he's going to call Cito. They can't hear me. They can't hear it straight. Look how little this boat is. Play it. So he going to call Cito right there. And you telling me he think they can't hear him screaming and killing somebody on the boat. I'm going to call Cito. But he said there's nothing wrong with the boat. So why you call Cito? We need an alibi. They could have called Cito after they were gone. Why would they call while they killing him? Why everybody's screaming? And they owe Cito 8 minutes.
Does that make sense? Does what Tatum say make sense, y'all? Talk to me in the chat. Tatum is saying, if you believe that they killed him during the Cito call, why would they choose to get on the phone with Cito right during the middle of a murder? I mean, you hear people in the background saying Nolan's dead or Nolan or, this and that. Damn it, Bart. He's saying, why would Wyatt call Cito right in the middle of Bart, Bart, whoever, whether it's Carter, whether, Warren's brother, whether it's Bart, whoever you believe, physically took out Nolen Wells. He's saying, why in the middle of all this, he make the Cito call? Like, what he's like, what kind of sense does that make? Y'all talk to me in the chat, gang. Talk to me in the chat. Why would why would Wyatt make the Cito call in the middle of somebody getting murdered? Like, you know what I mean? Why am I letting y'all hear all this evidence? You know what I mean? Talk to me in the chat, gang. That's what Tatum is asking. Talk to me in the chat. Talk to me in the chat, gang. Salute to everybody in the building.
Screaming. And they owe Cito 8 minutes. But they killing somebody on Cito. I'm gonna sell you Negroes something. What can I sell y'all? I'm gonna sell you something. Some Hennessy, something. I'm gonna sell you something. There's got to be something. I don't know. Tickets to Carnival Cruise or something. I gotta sell y'all something. I gotta sell y'all something. Victimhood, lies, rap music. I gotta sell you something. Cause you believe anything. Oh, you know why you believe anything? Put the picture back up. Because they white. And it's the black people that the smart know I ain't talking about y'all. Y'all know who I'm talking about.
Talk to me, gang. Is that the reason why? Tatum is saying this is all because they white. Do y'all agree with Tatum? This is all because they white. He's saying this is because they white, man. He said because Nolen Wells is black and because these dudes are white, nobody's willing to let it go. You know what I mean? He's saying motherfuckers are wrong. They know they're wrong, but they just won't let it go because there's some racist shit. Black folks, once again, are being racist. You know what I mean? He believes black people are racist. He believes black folks are racist. He said, once again, it's just some racist shit, man. This is just black people not wanting to let go of some shit because they white. If they was another color, they would have threw this shit away. But because they're white, they not willing to let it go. Talk to me in the chat, gang. Yeah. Talk to me in the chat, man. Salute to everybody in the building, y'all. Talk to me in the goddamn chat, man. How do y'all feel about what not Dr. Umar, but goddamn Officer Brandon Tatum, what he's talking about?
Smart, no, I ain't talking about y'all. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Why y'all gotta... People care more about these white boys going to jail than actually what happened to Nolan. I would argue, out of anybody on the internet right now, I care more about what happened to Nolan than most people do. These fake people that's acting like they care, they do not care. I care. All right, let's get to is that all with Umar? All right, come on, give me more. He lies more, they say. Come on. Look at this fool.
The Cito operator, Art, says, do you want me to call the Coast Guard? Do you want me to call the Coast Guard? Guess what he said? We don't need the Coast Guard. Art, if your boat is sinking, do you care who comes to rescue you? Who says we don't need the Coast Guard if we sinking? So she says, okay. She says, how many adults are on the boat? Pay attention to this, Art. We caught him in another lie. Listen to this. She says, how many adults are on the boat? He said, quote, there are no adults on the boat. He lied, Art. Second lie. First lie, he said, Nolan said, I'm staying behind to hang out with Katie. Y'all can leave me. Katie said Nolan told her, I'm headed back to the boat because my friend's about to leave. That was lie number one.
Time out.
Lie number.
Ooh, Omar, I hope you ain't got your school in your name. You may be losing all that, brother, man. First of all, Katie's text messages, we read them. Katie didn't say that in a text message.
Say, man, he won't let that school go, fam. Yeah, this nigga talking about suing Dr. Umar. He said they took these clips and they most definitely turned them in to everybody's attorney, man. Yeah, I mean, yeah. They turned him into Taylor and Cox, the goddamn Bart's attorney. This nigga say he took all these clips of Dr. Umar. He turned these motherfuckers in. This is the first nigga he won't sue. Yeah, they want Don Lemon on that goddamn list. Yeah, I mean, like, who knows? It is like it's some he wants Secret Service Sam on that goddamn list. Yeah. He said he sent all these goddamn. He said first thing I did when I got up this morning, nigga, before I even brushed my teeth, nigga, was gathered up all these clips of Dr. Umar, and I sent the motherfuckers to all the attorneys, man. Nigga said, I hope that's schooling in your name, nigga. You're gonna lose all that shit, nigga. Smash that like button, gang. Salute to everybody in the building, gang.
Katie's text messages, we read them. Katie didn't say that in a text message. Katie said that he never got back on the boat he came on, which was Wise's boat. Katie said she heard them yelling at him to get on the boat, and she didn't see him get on the boat. So you just made that up out of thin air.
When did Katie say that?
And then you said he lied about adults on the boat.
When did Katie say that? When did Katie come out and say, I never saw him get on the boat? I thought all we heard Katie say was, was that basically, Miss Christine said Katie said it was a high and by situation with Nolan, but the friends warning them, all them guys, they saying nah, they saying nah, they was out there hugged up and shit like that. When did we ever hear Katie say that? No, I never seen Nolan get on that boat. I thought all she said was the last time I saw Nolan he was saying that he was finna get on the boat. He was saying that, that he was finna go with his friends. When the hell did Katie ever come out and say, I never saw Nolan get on the boat ever? I never witnessed Nolen Wells get on the boat. Or I witnessed Nolen Wells get on the boat, I mean. Yeah. Not didn't see, but seen. When did Katie ever come out and say she's seen Nolen Wells getting on the boat? Yeah, when did Katie ever come out and say I saw Nolen Wells get onto the boat? I looked at him, he got on the boat. When did she ever say that? Whoever they sue will be happy because they're going to wear them out in a discovery deposition. What I'm going to say in category subpoena, what do you say? Interrogation subpoena, smash that like button, gang. Interrogation subpoena, smash that like button, gang. Salute to everybody in the goddamn building, man. Salute to everybody in the building, gang. Let me see. I missed this one right here. Let me see. Lady Bubbly said we only see one boat on the vid. Nolan could be on another. Do y'all think that, gang? Do y'all believe that? Do y'all believe that Nolen Wells could be on a different boat? Do y'all think Nolen Wells could be on a different boat? Do y'all think that Nolen Wells could have been on Bart's boat or another boat? Remember, it's 3 fucking boats to go out there, gang. I'm just going off what Ladybug Lisa is talking about. Do y'all think that, you know what I mean? I mean, Sko hasn't shown a video of Katie of her speaking. No. We haven't seen Katie speak. Do y'all think that Nolan could be on another boat? Smash the like button, gang. Salute to everybody in the building, gang. Do y'all think that Nolan could be on another boat? Because everybody's following that one boat, but some people are saying, no, follow the other boats. Some people are saying, man, quit focusing on that one boat. We need the boat data from all the boats.
He clearly didn't hear what she was saying. He said there's nobody on the boat. He said there's no adults on the boat. Then he came back and said there's nobody under 21 on the boat because clearly they're not communicating properly. All right, finish it.
Number 2, the CETO operator asked you how many adults are on the boat. He said there are no adults on the boat, Art. Why did he lie? Why did he lie? She said, how many people on the boat? He said, everybody on the boat is under 21. Art, she said, that was not my question. Art, she begged him to tell her how many people are on the boat. She said, that's not my question. How many people are on the boat? She said, is anybody breathing on the boat? He said, a lot of people breathing on the boat. She said, is there anybody living on the boat? He said, yes, people are alive on the boat. Art,
now, when you watch the call, you realize Dashiki, Dr. Umar, is just making up stuff out of context. He may not even listen to it. Maybe he listened to a clip. What she said, she was frustrated with him because he said, I don't know how many people, there's no adults, and it was a confusing conversation. So he's like, nobody's on the boat. And then he says 21 and over. She go, are there people on the boat? He go, yeah. She go, are people breathing? Is there people breathing on the boat? He go, yeah, there's a lot of people breathing on the boat. They clearly are missing each other on this conversation. He didn't lie. Umar lying.
Yeah, everybody been gang. Salute everybody been man. Salute everybody been gang. How y'all feel about that
Adults
gang?
on the boat.
He didn't really get his shit off of Umar too bad, man. I know I know y'all was sending me this video today too, gang. I know y'all was sending me this video right here. And I don't know, I seen some of this interview. I seen some of the interview, but it really wasn't, did they really speak on Nolen Wells too much? I seen some of this interview, but I didn't really watch it. I seen this interview, but I didn't watch it. Shout out to Elliot. Shout out to Elliot, man. Shout out to Elliot right from the DFW, man. Right from Arlington, man. Right from the DFW. Shout out to Elliot, man. He got Brandon Tatum on his show. Yeah, Elliot was able to, the psychotherapist. We've been watching this guy from the start. The psychotherapist has been breaking down the videos, breaking down a lot of things he see online. The psychotherapist had a chance to go one-on-one with Brandon Tatum today. And like I said, I'm not for sure what all they was talking about. I don't know. I think they were talking about a lot of different things. Smash that like button, gang.
I don't agree with any of these policy positions.
But did y'all see this, man? Was this good? Did y'all see this? Was this any good?
Secure borders, standing for.
Talk to me in the chat, gang. Was this any good today? Did y'all see this interview?
Platform is all about.
Was this any good?
Lean more towards what I believed. Ben Carson was one of the leading voices that I felt I identified with the most. And it really opened my eyes to realize that I'm more of a Republican, I'm more of a conservative than I am considered a Democrat or a liberal. And then when I looked at the historical context of the Democrat Party, that also inspired me to realize that I don't even know why Black people ever support the Democrat Party. When you look at the history of it, the history back in slavery, the non-support or the fickle support of Black people.
Did y'all see this?
15th Amendment. You go to the civil rights movement.
I think the doc is breathing into his microphone, bro. He got that. Yeah, y'all probably think that was me. That's a doctor. They're like somebody over there breathing into a microphone. That's the doctor, I think. Nigga breathing all in his mic. Somebody, I'm not for sure if it's him. I can hear somebody breathing hard as hell. I think that might be Elliot, motherfucking ass. Mute your mic, fam. Mute your mic.
You name it. I feel like the Democrat Party has not been sufficient for Black people.
And you said you grew up in a predominantly Black area. And if I'm not mistaken, that's the Fort Worth Stop 6 area, correct?
Well, I grew up in multiple areas. I went to school at Dunbar High School, Paul Laurence Dunbar, named after famous Black poet Paul Laurence Dunbar. But I went to Paul Laurence Dunbar High School, which was right in Stop 6. We lived in Eastwood, which was down the street with my grandma for a couple years.
Okay, Eastwood, nigga.
It wasn't that we needed to, we had to. My daddy was, my daddy was in my life. My mama was like, we weren't poor or anything. It just so happened.
Shout out to Stop 6, man. I've been putting him on Stop 6 in Fort Worth this whole time. Shout out to them niggas in Stop 6, man. Free little Kenny B. Shout out to Stop 6. My bad. He not from Stop 6. My bad. Yeah, he from Eastwood, man. All right. Shout out to Stop 6, Rudy G. He was trying to tell me that. He said, man, Officer Tatum is not from Stop 6. He from Eastwood, nigga. But he did go to school at Dunbar in Stop 6 hood. So, yeah, he was out there around the Stop 6 niggas. He went to school with them Stop 6 boys. But he's from Eastwood. All right. Shout out to, shout out to the DFW. He's from Arlington. And he's from Fort Worth. So they both from Tarrant County. They both from Tarrant County right here. Yeah, they both from Tarrant County.
And we lived in those areas.
That's crazy.
One reason I went to Dunbar was because we went to
excel in sports. And so we end up transferring from Crowley to Dunbar. So yeah, I was living in a lot of different areas, man. We lived in middle class areas. We lived in poor areas.
Yeah, I don't know if they ever really spoke about Nolen Wells on here, man. Yeah, I don't know if they really spoke about Nolen Wells, man. Let me see. Hold on, okay. It was something else I wanted to pull up. Let's see. Let me see. Oh, yeah. I want to go back over here, yeah. I seen a whole clip of this girl, man. What's her name? The girl we just showed on TikTok, man. I seen a whole clip of this girl, like a whole clip of her, man. Y'all say this girl right here be cooking, man. Tell me, when it comes to the investigation of Nolen Wells, gang, do y'all think people are getting any closer to what really happened to Nolen Wells? Break that down, gang. We see a lot of people online, a lot of TikTokers, Instagram people. I mean, everybody going crazy with the Nolen Wells case. We breaking everything down. Do y'all feel like we are getting closer to finding out the truth about what happened to Nolen Wells? Yes or no in the chat right now, gang? Talk to me in the chat. Do y'all feel like we're getting closer to finding out what really happened to Nolan Xavier Wells, whose birthday is coming up? He will be turning 19, August 19th, man. Birthday was like 5 days away, man. 4-5 days away. August 19th is Nolen Wells' birthday. Do y'all think we're getting any closer? Do y'all think investigators, do y'all think anybody is getting any closer to finding out what really happened to Nolen Wells, man?
Black boat from this other picture. We can see Wyatt's Triton right here, and we can confirm that by the motor. As you can see right here, has that black stripe on the white motor. Now, in between the two boats is the Palm Beach. You can clearly see it labeled, and it's got that stripe, right? As you can see, the stripe is there. And yet there's this design right here and no Palm Beach. And you may be like, Jay, that doesn't prove that it's a different boat. Maybe we just can't see it, even though it should be right there, according to this picture. But if you look in this video, you can see that there is a black propeller right there. See black propeller, and you can very clearly see the Palm Beach right there on the side. And if you look really carefully in this photo, you can see right there a black propeller.
Is that the same boat? Is that the same boat? Man, like, do she be cooking? Y'all keep putting her in my inbox, gang. My Instagram is full of her. Is she cooking right now? Is that the same boat? I'm not for sure. Is that the same boat? Yes or no, gang? Let me see.
We see the Palm Beach.
This is the boat right here.
It's right there on the side. If you look really carefully in this photo, you can see right there
Is that the same boat? Yes or no in my chat, gang. Is that the same boat? Talk to me in the chat, gang. Is that the same boat? Talk to me in the chat, gang. I want to see y'all be 100 with me. Like, there's a lot of people online. Y'all be sending me. Y'all be like, they over there cooking. She cooking. Y'all tell me in the chat. Do y'all believe it's the same boat? Is that the same motor? Smash that like button, gang. Salute to everybody in the building, gang. Smash that like button. Yeah, I'm kind of questioning that right there. I'm gonna go with I'm questioning that shit right there. But I'm not gonna say she don't cook. She do cook. Like I said, some things I take in, some things I don't. It's up to y'all for what y'all believe, what y'all done seen, what y'all done heard, what your own eyes tell you, what your ears tell you. It's up to y'all. Smash that like button.
Black propeller. There's another boat on the other side of these three boats. And given the lack of the name on the boat and the black propeller, I'm going to assume the Palm Beach is on the other side, which means there's 4 boats right here. Then I rewatched Warren's interview.
And I woke up at my buddy's house, and we went to McDonald's, got food. Nolan was not with me. And I went and got breakfast. I had my buddy's boat hooked up to my truck. And well, first I ran to my house, then I went to McDonald's and came back, and the boat was already hooked up to my truck. My buddy Wyatt and I went, and with my buddies, and we went, filled the top of the boat off, loaded it down with ice, and just got everything ready. Then Wyatt went and put his smaller boat in the water, which is the Palm Beach. He's an 18-foot Palm Beach, and I drove the boat from 4x boat launch to my buddy's grandparents' house, and that's where we all planned to meet up that day.
So Wyatt had his buddy's boat already hooked up to the back of his truck. He said he and Wyatt and his other buddy went and got ice and filled up the boats. And Wyatt went and put the Palm Beach, his smaller boat, into the water. And we know that there was a second boat, the Triton, that was driven by Wyatt. Wyatt had 2 boats in the water. Who was driving his other boat?
Nolan was on Wyatt Pyron's 22 Triton. On the way out, I went with my buddy Bart because we had a lot of friends from college coming down. And
Julius, man, shout out to Julius.
Bart, I called Bart that morning. I was like, "Hey, man, can you take your boat out?" And he was like, "Yeah, well, my dad's decided not to go, and I'll take the boat, and I'll take you and your friends." Of course, I mean, he's a buddy of mine.
Shout out to Julius. I see you, Julius.
So Bart pulled up at the dock, and I mean, I rode out there with Bart and a lot of the girls that go to college with my friends and I, and Nolan rode out on the Triton, and then we had a Palm Beach, 18 Palm Beach. There was 4 guys on that. There was like 8 people on the Triton, and then there was 8 or 9 people on the Triton, And then there was the rest of the group, which was probably ranged from maybe 10 to 15 or 16 people.
Now, wait a minute. So Warren already had a boat hooked up when he woke up that morning. I'm assuming that that had to be the Triton that was hooked up, right? Then he said that Wyatt went and put his smaller boat, the Palm Beach, into the water. Then Warren said that he was the one who drove the Palm Beach to their friend's dock, assuming that Wyatt drove the Triton to the dock and Bart drove his own boat to that dock. Who drove the Palm Beach out to the water then? Because he said that he got a ride in with Bart, even though at one point during the interview, he said all of his stuff was on the Palm Beach. So it sounds to me like Warren was the one driving the Palm Beach. I'm also like, what parent would let their kid, who's obviously going off to party, take two of their boats and let their drunk friends drive? Like, it isn't making sense to me. I mean, maybe these parents are just shitty parents and irresponsible. Then he also said that he contacted Bart that morning to see if he could come. And Bart was like, yeah, I can give all your friends a ride, blah, blah, blah. According to him, there were 10-ish people, 15 people on that boat. So where were those people originally supposed to ride in on? They'd been planning it for weeks. They were excited about it. Why did Bart have to suddenly step in and take all these people? And remember, Bart said that his dad had canceled going out on the boat that day, so he could do it. Something's not adding up here. I think there was an adult somewhere in this mix. It would also explain how they all thought quickly on their feet with the sea tow. I wouldn't be surprised if an adult didn't come out there and just go off with other adults that were also on Horn Island and let the kids.
And we did hear Warren say that his mom was on the other side of the island. Is she cooking right now, gang? Talking to the chat, gang. Is she cooking right now, man? Yeah, is she cooking? There's certain things she's saying. I'm like, okay. I'm with you right there. Okay, you might have lost me right there, but I'm back with you over here. Okay, you lost me again, but I'm with you now. I'm with you again. Yeah, now I'm with you again. Smash that like button, gang. It is the yeah. Some of y'all think, yeah, it was the adult out there. Whether they was on the phone with grandpa or whether it was Warren calling his mom 8 times. Remember, Warren keeps saying he called his mom out there. So some people started to think that Ashley Cole, the judge, was out there on Horn Island. Yeah, man, she was there when all this went down, or she was there right after it went down. Smash that like button. Salute to everybody been here. If she cooking, let me know, gang. I'm gonna let her cook. Fuck it. If y'all say she cooking, I'm gonna let her cook.
Hang out with the boats. Here's where things are gonna get interesting, folks. There are more GPS coordinates in the report than what we have seen publicly. I'm gonna play you a clip from the interview, but remember, at 5:30 is when they started picking up regular speed. All right, it's right here, 525 speed miles, 30 to 35 knots. So here we go.
Planed off, and you have water in the boat, and you're hauling. You know, we're going pretty fast. We're going probably 42 miles an hour. And so all that excess water that was built up in the boat is coming out of the boat. So, I mean, that's what we had to do. So we ran into Fort Bayou, and we didn't just run straight to my buddy's grandparents' house. We ran into Fort Bayou. A couple of us jumped in the water, and Wyatt, like, the whole reason for the stop was so Wyatt could hop in and put the plug back in the boat.
Do y'all believe that's where Nolan's body was threw out? So some of y'all think, maybe they came back out later on that night, maybe that next morning. Do y'all believe that running to Fort Bayou, that's when they got rid of Nolan? Talk to me in the chat. Do y'all believe that run into Fort Bayou is when, see what I mean? That's when it went down. That's when they got rid of Nolan right there. That's when some shit popped off right there. Talk to me in the chat. Far as, because people say during the CETO call, you hear some shit going on. Yeah, you hear some shit. Do y'all think during that run through Fort Bayou is that's when they got rid of him? That's when they threw him off the goddamn boat. Smash that like button. Salute to everybody rocking with me, gang. Salute, gang.
So then after that, we went and docked it, and I went back to my buddy's house, and we ate and, napped for a little bit. It was a long day at the islands.
Now, you heard him. He said that they took off going 40 miles an hour, and they didn't go to his buddy's grandparents' house, but they went to Fort Bayou to go do a plug thing. Except right here, 5:44, vessel arrives at El Camino Road. 8 minutes later, then it departs from El Camino Road and headed east into Fort Bayou. So right there, we have a lie. The boat did stop before going into Fort Bayou. 6 minutes later, it comes back to El Camino Road, and the vessel departed El Camino Road half an hour later, headed southwest to St. Martin Bayou, and then turned southeast into Biloxi Bay Bridge. Then they went back to the Bayou boat launch. Then the boat was taken to Cardinal Lane, which was Wyatt's residence. Now, because I am an absolute genius, I was able to find it. This was where they left and where they came back that day, then came back several times. Now, first off,
Tell me this, gang. Tell me if y'all feel like, look, if you feel like Nolen Wells was choked out, then thrown off a boat, what type of evidence would they find on the boat? Talk to me in the chat, gang. Because people keep saying they need to check the boats, this and that with the boats. Warren and the other guys were saying in the interview that, that people came to their house or people that same night they was looking through boats. That everybody went to Wyatt House. They went to Wyatt House to look through Wyatt's boat. What evidence would be on the boat if he was choked out and then thrown off the boat? Like, what would they find on this boat? You know what I mean? Everybody say, go check the boat or the investigation. They should, you know what I mean? What would be on the boat? Smash that like button, gang. Salute to everybody in the building, man. If you think he was choked out, if you feel like he was choked out and thrown off the boat, what type of evidence would we be able to find on that boat? Talk to me in the chat. Salute to everybody in the building, gang.
why aren't we seeing footage of them returning that day? We know that Nolan was with them when they left. So why do they have the security cams from that morning, but not that night? Whose grandparents live there?
Now, and I see y'all saying, no, they need to check Bart's boat. They need to look at all the boats, not just that boat. Yeah, they went and looked at Wyatt's boat, but nobody has checked Bart's boat or none of the other boats there. Smash that like button. I see what y'all saying in the chat, gang. I'm reading the chat. If you're at home, jump on your phone, jump in this chat.
Jax Patalo, whose family owns a pharmacy. It goes back deeper than that because George Patalo Sr., which is Jax's great-grandfather who is deceased, as it turns out, his great-grandfather was appointed and served on the staff of Mississippi Governor Cliff Finch. As you can see, I've confirmed Jax's relation to him. And as it turns out, Cliff Finch, well, he was in the Mississippi House of Representatives from 1960 to 1964 and supported racial segregation.
She's showing the connections. Just like the murder officer shit, a family full of prosecutors, a family with political background. She's showing that, look, man, amongst these guys who Nolan was with, his friends, you know what I mean? They got families, the judges, this, that, I mean, served on this, served on that. They have political background. Not only that, they have a racist political background. Smash that like button, salute there, but she's showing y'all the connection between, you know what I mean, Nolan's friends and these goddamn, you know what I mean, and they relatives and they, you know what I mean? They OGs, man. Who are your OGs?
And backed the racist governor, to preserve segregation in the state. The federal grand jury conducted a 3-year-long investigation into his administration and several state agencies, and they were all accused of corruption and mismanagement. Finch was never found guilty himself, but some of his aides and appointees were indicted. And those sort of political connections seem to trickle down through the generations, so now we know why the governor got involved. And I started looking into the lawyer that's handling the defamation case from the Bart family. So from 2015 to 2018, he was state director of Americans for Prosperity. Then in 2018 to 2020, he was vice president of Stand Together while being vice president of Americans for Prosperity. Stand Together is a Charles Koch nonprofit, and Americans for Prosperity is a libertarian conservative political advocacy group affiliated with Charles Koch and David Koch. And if you don't know who the Koch brothers are, they're fucking evil. Guess who's one of the major funders for Turning Point USA? Major donors for the Koch brothers also are primary financial pillars for Turning Point USA, specifically their campus operations. And guess who used to serve as the director of urban engagement?
Yeah. She spun that shit around right back to Brandon Tatum motherfucking ass. You know what I mean? She spun that shit right back around to Brandon Tatum motherfucking ass. That was good right there. I like that. She spun that shit right back around to Turning Point USA and Brandon Tatum motherfucking ass. Smash that like button, gang. She's showing y'all some of the connections she believes that's going on. The reason why people are moving the way they're moving. The reason why this shit is being covered up and swept under the rug, she believes. Smash that like button, gang. Salute to everybody in the building, man.
This is now my 3rd time making this video because they keep taking it down because they don't want you to see what I have found. Katie has dry snitched, y'all. Here we see Katie's Snapchat where she's wearing a teal swimsuit and she's with a girl in a blue and white striped swimsuit. On this video of the 3 boats, you're going to see a girl in a blue and white striped swimsuit right here on Bart's boat. And right next to her with the same long wet hair is a girl in a teal swimsuit on Bart's boat. Make sure you have your brightness turned all the way up because here we have Katie in a teal swimsuit and look at her head. She is wearing a white hat. Oh, look, the video of the boat getting towed. Teal swimsuit.
Do y'all think that's Katie, gang? I asked y'all this before. Do y'all think that's Katie on the boat? Do y'all think that's Katie, on Wyatt's boat during the CETO video? The video they claim is during the CETO call that we have no timestamp on. Do y'all believe that's Katie? I keep asking y'all, what do y'all think Katie What is Katie's position in this shit, man? Who is Katie rocking for? What is Katie telling investigators? Like, tell me, what is the role of Katie? Because Katie put out videos or photos showing that she was still on Horn Island, allegedly long after these guys left. So what is Katie's role? Was Katie ever really on that boat? Does Katie really know more, gang? Talk to me in the chat.
White hat. And that's not all, folks. Again, turn your brightness all the way up because right here, we've got somebody wearing red trunks. Oh, and look what we have here. Red trunks. And here's those same red trunks on the shore right after the fight with Tristan. Katie is claiming that she allegedly caught a ride home with somebody named Marty McGrath. It just so happens that a Marty McGrath is the co-owner of the Biloxi Bay RV Resort and Marina in St. Martin. Here it is, and that is a massive dock way out in the water. And would you look at that? It's right next to the grandparents' house. Now, in that report with the GPS coordinates, didn't they say that they went southwest towards St. Martin Bayou? Yeah, that's right, it did. And it also took them 45 minutes to get to that boat ramp over there. That only takes about 6 minutes on land. And I know you don't realize this yet, but these are not your...
Salute to Sharon Murphy for that cash app, man. Salute to Sharon Murphy for that cash app, man. Let me see. Shout out to go 6 years. I gotta say you to go. So shout out to Sharon Murphy. You know what time it is, man. You know what time it is. Salute to Sharon Murphy, man. Smash that like button, gang.
For friends. Be a hero.
Like button.
Do what's right. But I'll give you a quick little rundown. Teal swimsuit, white backwards baseball cap. Teal swimsuit, white baseball cap. Red shorts, red shorts, red shorts. Bart's boat, girl in striped swimsuit, standing right next to a long-haired girl in a teal swimsuit. Teal swimsuit, striped swimsuit. First off, we remember these GPS coordinates that were plotted for us, remember? Those GPS coordinates were taken from Wyatt's boat and they were plugged into Google Earth and they developed a PowerPoint slide that we saw there that mapped out all of the points. So I decided to overlay those Google points on top of the points of the research that I'd already been doing. I discovered some interesting stuff because if they were just overlaying it on Google Earth, it should have been easy as cake, right? Well, I cannot tell you how many hours I spent trying to perfectly overlay this. Like, look at the islands in the middle here. I get them lined up and then other things won't match up. Like you'll notice, like I said, these islands, look, they aren't moving, but everything else around it isn't working. So right away, my instincts are telling me that somebody manipulated this image to cover something up. Of course, that is alleged. I can't prove that, but it's supposed to just overlay. So honestly, I just did the best I could, and I mostly just focused on the top half, trying to get like the marina and the grandparents' house they went to all line up. So now we can really follow which way this boat was driving and the kind of stops it seemed to be making. And if you'll notice here, it goes right next to that marina that I was telling you guys about with the Marty McGrath, which is who, according to Katie, that she got a ride from. So the past the marina, as you can see, it juts out almost like it was pulling up to this dock. And then there's these two houses here, especially this house, where it seems like the boat pulled into the docks there. Then it went all the way down here. There's a little like lock area here, so you have to go through here. And it went to the bridge. And I was like, why did they go all the way to the bridge to turn around? But it turns out right here is a big old fishing pier. Then right next to that is the Ocean Springs Yacht Club. And a lot of these families are connected to the yacht club. But before I go on, I want to play a portion of this audio that's supposedly like a voicemail that has been going around. It hasn't been authentic.
Talk to me, gang. Is she cooking or not? I mean, I see what she's doing. I see what she's trying to say. There's no, foolproof and everything she's saying, but I see what she's trying to say. Is she cooking or is she reaching, gang? Smash that like button, gang. Talk to me in the chat, y'all. Is she cooking right now? Yeah. Tell me, drop them flames in the chat. Is she cooking right now? Is she really, putting everything together, piecing this shit together? Showing, where motherfuckers done lied, or is she reaching? Y'all think, man, she just doing a bunch of fucking research, bro. She just saying a bunch of shit, dog. This is just for clicks and views. Smash the like button, gang. Talk to me in the chat. Cooking or reaching?
It has important information because I'll be honest, it sounds genuine to me and it works with my data. So hold on.
But years ago, I'm just gonna go back with Katie. We'll be right behind y'all. We were all going to the same house, the same place. He was like, I'll be right behind y'all. Y'all go ahead without me. I'll see y'all. Like, I'm literally going to be right behind y'all, whatever. So, Wyatt and all them left because they were
like, okay, you're gonna go with Katie, whatever.
Who is this girl talking?
Then everybody got back in, and we were all at Ava's house, and
So first off, all of us were going to go to the same place. I'm going to go in with Katie, meaning Katie was supposed to be at that party with them, or at least whoever Katie was with was supposed to be at that party, right? But that's not the important part. The important part is
who was the girl? Yeah, who was the girl on the phone? Do y'all know? Who was the girl on the phone? Do y'all remember the girl in the video talking? Who was that? Talk to me in chat, gang. Yeah, who was the girl on the call? I think I have heard that before. I think I have. I feel like I've heard that in the beginning of this shit before.
the name of the person who was throwing the party was Ava. Now, I found Ava. I'm not going to put her name out there, but simple Google searches will find this information. And I was able to basically just Google her name and find her address. And so the party was actually right in this yellow area. Again, I'm not going to be like pointing out people's houses, but I found it. After they leave this pier that's right next to the yacht club, they go all the way back and then they hook around and they go right next to where the party is. And then that's when they finally go and take the boat out of the water. Now, it seems to me like they were dropping people off, like, because look how it goes in a little bit, almost like it was pulling into this pier at the marina, like I suspected. And they were just making the rounds, dropping people off before the party. Now, her family and Wyatt's family, Warren's family, they're all connected. They're also part of the yacht club stuff. All of these rich families are super close, super connected. They're taking each other's kids on vacations, etc. Well, like just in May, there was a joint birthday party. In the background of this birthday party from the beginning of May, there's Warren's mom, there's his little brother, and right there in the background is the mayor of Ocean Springs, Bobby Cox.
So she's saying that she found a birthday party where Warren's brother, Warren's mama was at a party for Katie. Is this real, gang? I mean, I mean, this is what she's saying. Anybody heard this before? She said she found a birthday photos from Warren and Warren's mom, the judge, and the little brother, and they were all at Katie's party. So she's saying they all connected that, you know, when Warren say he don't know Katie, he knows Katie very well, I guess she's saying. Smash that like button, gang. Salute to is she reaching with this shit or is she cooking, gang? Y'all know me. I'm gonna keep some shit. I'm gonna throw some shit away, but I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Smash that like button.
In fact, here's another picture of him from the party, just in case that profile view wasn't enough for you. Oh, and he was tagged in the picture. Oh, and remember Lieutenant Carone, the first person on the report that we see when Nolan's mom called him missing? Well, as it turns out, someone that he's related to, I can't pinpoint exactly how the relation is, but their maiden name is the same as his last name. Yeah, turns out they have the same last name as who? The girl whose party it was. And I have confirmed that that woman is mutual friends of the mother of the girl who threw the party.
I'm not sure
that's why no pictures from the just weeks before Nolan's disappearance. I also discovered that Warren's mother apparently had a birthday party just weeks before Nolan's disappearance that was attended not only by the D family, but the mayor of Ocean Springs. Do y'all remember the girl whose name was given to the police and they went and they questioned her and she said that she was on a completely different island and hadn't seen Nolan in a year? Well, I found a picture of her from last 4th of July. I'm not going to tell you which one of these girls is her, but I bring up this picture from last 4th of July because does anybody recognize something here? Well, I don't know about you guys, but that looks like the same swimsuit to me and the same hair color. Not necessarily the same person. I'm not saying that two people can't own the same swimsuit, but that's a bit coincidental for me. She also appears to be wearing the same tiny gold necklace. What this means, I don't know, but I think Crump's team needs to find her. And I spent hours the other day going through these people's pages, trying to get a feel for the social connection. I can tell you with certainty that Katie is not a part of this crowd. Her family is not affluent. And not only that, it seems like her mother is going through something very bad health-wise. I'm not going to get into details on that. She is visibly sick or visibly recovering. And let's not forget that these people are all doctors. I also want to say, while I was going through all of these people's pages, I went through like 30 kids' pictures. There is not a single video, not a single picture of Nolan with any of these kids. Y'all are best friends, y'all are buddies, but there's not a single picture of them. And to be clear, I'm definitely rattling some cages because they are clearly watching my page because yesterday, after I posted the video, suddenly several of the matriarchs of these families didn't make their friends list public anymore. Very interesting. But I had some musings, thoughts, stream of consciousness stuff that I wanted to share and bounce off you guys. Because now, whatever.
Is she cooking or not, gang? Smash that like, but man, she throwing a lot of shit out there, man. I mean, there's no proof to everything she's saying, but some things I can agree with that she most definitely, I say, okay, she cooked with that. If it's true. Like I said, some of these things can't be proven. You know what I mean? But yeah, she most definitely online doing research like a mother. I give her props for that. She most definitely online doing, like I said, as far as everything she's saying being true, I'm not for sure. Some of the things she say, she's not even for sure about. She say not everything she's 100% sure of, but what a coincidence. So I mean, I take everything with a grain of salt, man. But yeah, she most definitely is studying the shit out of this goddamn case for sure, gang. Smash that like button, man. Salute to everybody in the building, man. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a lot more things to come out in the Nolen Wells situation. Like I said, people going to get the press and Crump this week. This is going to be a week where everybody's watching Crump. They waiting on that cell phone data to come out for that. You know what I mean? For that forensic extraction with the cell phone, with Nolen Wells' cell phone. Everybody is about to get to really watching Crump, man, and seeing when is the family going to sit down with investigators and find out if Nolan's, partners he went to Horn Island with went through his phone or not. That's what everybody's waiting on this coming up week, man. All eyes are going to be on the family and that cell phone, because if there's anything in there that shows proof that somebody was trying to get Nolen Wells' phones, well, God damn it, it looked like it's time to cook. It looked like it's time to turn shit up. You feel me? Yeah. If any witnesses come forward, if anybody comes forward and say, hey, look, we saw that boat leaving, man. Nolen Wells was on that boat. If somebody comes, I mean, they saying that they interviewed a lot of people, but we don't know who they've interviewed. And it's funny, we ain't heard about nothing but allegedly 2 witnesses who saw Nolan. Nothing's leaked. No information has leaked except for allegedly is 2 witnesses that saw Nolen Wells on the island after 4:30, around 6 o'clock or some shit like that. I'm telling you. Yeah, I was trying to figure out who the witness is, man. Who is the witness? They say it's somebody that knows him real well, but they not friends with his other friends. They're not friends with the white boys. They know of them, but they're not friends, but they know Nolan very well. Now, I questioned that shit because I was like, well, you mean to tell me somebody knows Nolen Wells that good, but they haven't talked to Ben Crump or the family yet and said, no, we actually saw Nolan. We seen Nolan, whatever happened to him happened around this time because we actually saw him out there. But this is somebody supposed to be somebody close to Nolan. That shit don't make sense to me, gang. That don't make sense. I feel like his family should know. You dig? His family would know. The family should know if 2 witnesses who's very acquainted, they say the 2 witnesses was together allegedly. They came together. They know Nolan, but these 2 witnesses ain't told his family shit. It makes you question, who the fuck are these witnesses supposed to be, man? It makes you think they lying like a motherfucker, man. Yeah, let's just be honest. It makes you think they making up these 2 goddamn witnesses, man. Yeah. It makes you think they making this shit up, fam. They gotta be making this shit up. Smash that like button, gang. Yeah, they gotta be making this shit up. Who are the 2 witnesses? And why did it take for the 2 witnesses? Like it took like damn 3 weeks before we heard about these witnesses, about almost damn a month before we heard about these witnesses. Like, why did it take so long? How come right when the CETO call comes out, all of a sudden you got witnesses? Yeah. Out of nowhere, you got witnesses. Ain't that some shit? Smash that like button, gang. Smash that like, but yeah. The minute the CETO call comes out of nowhere, you got 2 witnesses that came out of nowhere, man. Smash that goddamn like button. I see a lot of people online talking about Nolen Wells so far, just putting out shorts and videos. What's the real truth? Nolan, yeah. It's just. Let me see, what is this? Hold on. Let me see. Hold on, gang. I'm just running. It's so much content out there, man. So many people, they got their opinion about this situation. Or, you know what I mean? Let me see, what is this?
People, we like to be out and hang out outside of our friend group, and not being able to go certain places or, walk around in public because our head's always on a swivel. It's really affected all of us.
From the comparison of the interviews, Warren appears to be the most physically affected by this. Warren was placed out there as the first person to speak up for.
Is that AI? Or is that somebody real voice?
And I wonder, why is that? When the 2 names we heard on that CETO audio was Wyatt, Bart, And a third, it was Will and Nolan. But one of the main things that we want to know is what caused them to leave. And that's what they seem to not want to talk about. Now, another thing that stands out is Tristan. He put himself in it by saying that was him yelling on the audio. He had got into an altercation with someone. He goes on to tell us that Warren's brother Carter jumped in the altercation at his defense. And this is also the same time frame that we lose eyes on Nolan. We have Javon saying that he helped break it up by going to grab Tristan. And Warren ran over to grab his brother. But no one mentioned what Nolan was doing at that exact same time. Nolan is the peacemaker, so surely Nolan would have been involved in that, but he wasn't, allegedly. Now we see Nolan right there, and we see an altercation right here in the water when Warren is standing in this boat. I also remember Tristan saying the altercation started in the water. But is it possible that it started with Warren's little brother and Tristan was helping him? Because we see that there's an altercation right here in this water. And we see them face to face right here. And I also see a guy with a backwards white hat and a female standing.
You know what? It do kind of look like an altercation. They are standing real very close. I'm not for sure yet. I can't say for sure. You know what I mean? But they are standing face to face. Like, yeah. They are kind of standing face to face like an altercation going on right here. I can't see really who it is. But unless they gay, shout out to the LGBTQ community, because we ain't got nothing against nobody over here, man. Live your life. I don't got nothing against nobody. But unless they was finna kiss, then yeah, it do like, because I was finna say, where's the altercation at? Yeah, I was finna say, where is the altercation? Give me 1 second, guys.
Gay! Next to him, that could be Tristan and his girlfriend. I'm not saying that it is, but it's possible. So now I'm wondering, what time was this video taken? Exactly who are the two guys standing face to face, and what was this about? Is this Warren's little brother? Where they're silent is where the truth lies.
Nolan was my friend. Everybody that was near that boat is trying to defend all their other friends, and every time you talk to a different person, the story is changing. There was an altercation with a different boat, which had other kids on it, black kids, and there was an altercation. There was a fight, something happened, and they went back to their respective boats or whatever. And when
I'm not for sure if that person was telling the truth, though. Yeah, I mean, there's been a lot of shit online. It's a lot of, I'm not for sure if that person was telling the truth. I'm not for sure who that was, but I remember him telling a story. They were saying there's a boat full of black dudes out there and a boat full of white boys. And yeah, I don't know if that's true or not. If that's true, I mean, maybe that could have happened. Maybe it was, but we do know Javon was out there. We don't count Tristan as the nigga at all, so don't say that. You don't want to hear that shit. He said he was out there with his uncle. We know it was his white uncle. He don't fuck with his black side of the family at all. Yeah, so we know it was his white uncle he was with. So Tristan went on no boat full of niggas. Who was on the boat full of niggas that this girl is claiming? It was a boat full of black kids and a boat full of white kids, and they was clashing.
And his best friend was on the other boat, so when he went to go
check
up on Nolan and everything after the fight, Nolan's boat was gone, but they had stayed for a couple more hours.
The missing piece is right here. Who are they covering for? Is too many kawinky dinks, and I don't believe in none. Leave it in the comments. Let me know what you think.
It's been hard. Smash that like button, gang. What do y'all think, fam? Yeah, it's so much shit online, man. It's so much shit online. Let me see. Yeah, it's just so much shit online, gang. Trust me. I see everything y'all put in my inbox and shit. Y'all put some crazy shit in my inbox, gang. Hold on, yeah. I see all the shit y'all put in my inbox, man. I see a lot of requests back there too. People in the requests, I will get around to y'all. Trust me. I'm gonna open them all up probably tomorrow. I sit down every day and open up all of them damn near. Let me see. Who is Katie's brother, man? It's who is this? Bama by the Bay. Bama by the Bay is in my inbox saying something about looking at Katie's brother. Yeah. Shout out to Bama by the Bay. She jumped in my inbox and said, "Sko, look into Katie's brother." Smash that like button, gang. Salute to who is Katie's brother? Smash that like button, gang. Salute to everybody in the building, man. It's so many people online hitting me up about the Nolen Wells case, man. Some of y'all done sent me videos breaking shit down. I might play some of those, man. Yeah, some of y'all done sent me private video just trying to break it down. Sko, no, let me take Sko. No, let me, my nigga. Sko, listen, Sko, listen. Yeah, nigga be drunk and shit. I'm telling you, my nigga. Sko, I was there. I mean, no, nigga. Yeah, I was like, man, come on, fam. Yeah. Yeah. But salute to everybody that see me them videos, man. They send me videos breaking shit down. Skull, I'm telling you, looking at this, man. You know what I mean? I see the videos, gang. I might have to show some of them, gang. I might have to show some of them. Because y'all be hitting me up going crazy about this Nolen Wells situation, man. Whatever happened to Nolen Wells, like I said, I do feel like the truth is going to come out, gang. Whether Nolen Wells drowned on an accident or whether Nolen Wells was murdered, whether it was an accident and then his friends or the ones he was on the boat with threw him into the water. Whatever happened, I do feel like the truth is coming soon, man. I'm unbiased. I wasn't there. I didn't see what happened. But when it comes to the stories his friends are telling me, some of the things leading up to the time where Nolan allegedly disappeared or when they left the island and the Ceto call and some of the things being said, yeah, I get why everybody's suspicious. If you leave somewhere with a group of people and they come back without you, but they got your cell phone, y'all are most definitely the motherfucking suspects, man. Like, that's just how that work, man. Everybody is feeling like, come on, fam, y'all know more. That's how people felt. We also found out that Nolan's friends and family, they all felt like that before anybody knew about this shit. Long before the news knew about this, before we ever heard this story, before Ben Crump ever got involved, his family and close friends felt like it was some funny shit in the game. So who are we not to feel that way too? Yeah, I don't think it's racist. I don't give a damn what color you use. This could be, hey, them could have been all niggas. You mean to tell my Kimpo left with y'all boys? Y'all came back. Y'all got his phone, but he ain't with y'all. Y'all got me fucked up. Where my pistol at, nigga? You got me fucked up, nigga. It's going down. So to me, this is not a racist thing. People think it might be a little racist because this is Mississippi. They have a history, man, of being on some bullshit. A lot of the medical examiner findings have been questioned in the last 5-6 years. That's not bullshit. Come on now. There's reasons why people don't trust no goddamn Mississippi. When you think about Mississippi, you think about the Klan. You know what I mean? You think about snatching the sheet off a goddamn Grand Wizard. You know what I mean? You just think about niggas hanging from trees and, you know what I mean? And in the 1930s and 20s and the type of shit they was going through out there, just like everybody else in the South. But in Mississippi, nah, man. Yeah, man. Mississippi, man, shit was different, man. Shout out to Mississippi, man. Salute to all my ancestors and everybody, all my people, man, that lost their life in that fight in Mississippi, man. Just trying to live in Mississippi, man. All my black folks, man. Rest in peace to everybody, man. And a lot of people feel like Nolen Wells, add him to that list, man. This was some bullshit. He was murdered. People know about it, and they trying to cover this shit up. They feel like the autopsy can't be trusted. The toxicology report can't be trusted. So come on, man. They're finna sweep this shit under the rug like they did a bunch of other murders in Mississippi. Man. Yeah. Man. Rest in peace to Nolen Wells, man. Like I said, I do feel like we will get to the bottom, man. And every time some shit come out, we got to break it down. I do feel like we will get to the bottom of what happened to Nolen Wells for sure. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I do feel like we going through a lot right now, but I feel like one day it's gonna be some shit that's gonna come out and nobody can deny this shit. Nobody. It's gonna be, you know what I mean? Everybody gonna say, nigga, that's what happened. That's what it is. This is what happened. This is how it went down. Or we got something for sure do with this. Or this is it. Then whatever it points to, it's gonna point directly to the shit. We're gonna say, man, nigga, yeah, that's it right there. Or damn, fam, that's just what it is. You feel me? So yeah, pretty soon the answers are coming. Too many people are talking about this thing, man. Nobody's willing to let this go. Nobody willing to let this go. I do hope we get interviews from other people, man. I want to hear from Katie, man. Katie is number one I want to hear from. Katie is number one on my list I want to hear from. I want to hear from Javon again. I want to hear from Javon. I want to hear from Wyatt and Bart for sure. I want to hear from Wyatt, Bart, Javon, Katie. Them the people I think I want to hear from. I would love to hear from Javon's mom again. Like break down that story again, because Warren was saying, and I mean, I was none of them guys did their interviews. It's certain people I want to come back and now break this down. Talk to us about this. So hopefully we'll hear from some of them people, man. Some tells me we will. Some tells me we will. I think a Javon interview is on the goddamn way. Yeah. I think with them guys doing their interviews, I think it's only right that Nolan Black partners do an interview and tell us how you felt that day, man. Why did y'all feel like they did something to Nolan? That's who I want to hear from. Yeah, they done set them dudes down, and I don't mean Tatum. You know, I don't want to hear from Tatum. Go somewhere else, fam. Don't go fuck with. I don't think Tatum would even want y'all over there. Don't fuck with niggas. But either way, gang, I would love to hear from Nolan's black friends, man. I want to hear from them, man. The ones who was at that goddamn house. The ones who pulled up who pulled up at Jack's crib tripping and beating on the door, asking where the fuck is Nolan at. I want to hear why they felt the way they felt. That's who I want to hear from. So this thing is far from over with when it comes to Nolen Wells, gang. Nobody's willing to let this shit go. There's going to be new news every day, new clues, new this, new that, new interviews. But it's certain people I want to hear from. I want to hear from Nolan Black homeboys, man. I want to hear from Javon and his crew, whoever they them cats. I want to hear from them. I want to hear from Katie. I want to hear from Bart. I want to hear from Wyatt. Hell, throw goddamn Carter in there while you ate a shit. Yeah. I want to hear from everybody, gang. That's the only way we can find out what the fuck is really going on. And when I say that, I mean like far as filling people out. What's the truth? What's not the truth? Pay attention to body language, facial expressions. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. Especially with Katie, man. Oh, man. Yeah, get Katie ass in the hot seat. That's what I want to hear, man. I want to hear Katie. Katie, what was y'all doing all day? You know what I mean? Yeah, was Nolan on that ass all day long like they say he was? Keep it 100. You told mama it was a high and by situation. We're getting confused, Katie. What's going on? Yeah, tell us what really happened. We're hearing a lot of different shit with your name around it. They damn sure trying to blame it on you. They damn sure trying to throw it on you, Katie. If you ain't got nothing to do with this shit, if you don't know nothing about it, Katie, give up the ghost. Tell us what went down. Yeah, go coast to coast and give up the ghost. Smash that like button, gang. Yeah. Katie, go coast to coast and give up the goddamn ghost, baby. If you know something, you better say something. It's 175,000 on the line, too. Yeah, it's still 175,000 on the line, too. If you know something with that money, get that money, get the fuck out of Mississippi. Yeah. If Katie knows something, Katie, go get that goddamn money and get the fuck out of Mississippi, man, if you know better. Smash that like button, gang. Salute to everybody been y'all. Friday night smoke out, man. I'm finna keep smoking, though. I'm finna get back online. I'm finna keep cheaping. I'm finna keep blowing. I'm finna get back online, look through some more shit. Y'all sent me a lot of things. Salute to everybody. I'm gonna go through everything y'all send me, gang. I'm gonna tear through all that, man. We'll be back, man. Sunday night we'll be back. Raven, I can't believe Raven's still up, man. I can't believe it. It's 12:30. That means 1:30 in Atlanta. Raven, what are you doing up, man? There must be a Golden Girl marathon right now. I know she had a bowl of shredded wheats, Raisin Bran. Over there going crazy with them Golden Girls. Smash that like button, gang. Salute to everybody. But y'all rest in peace to Nolen Wells. Don't forget, y'all, Carmelo Anthony on the 19th. They're going to find out whether they're going to recuse the judge or not. On the 20th, they're going to find out if the young man will get an appeal. Carmelo Anthony's situation is spun the block that fast, gang. We will be back checking in on Carmelo Anthony, seeing what his fate finna be, man. Yeah, what is Carmelo Anthony's fate, man? You dig? The Mo3 trial is coming up soon, man. I got to get in there. We got to break down what's going on with Mo3, man. We started this shit with Mo3. We got to finish this Mo3 thing off strong, man. Got to get in there and find out what's all going to happen in the Mo3 trial, the Yellow Beezy trial, the Keywan White, man. It's finna go down. Who is Keywan White people going to put on the stand? Who is Keywan White attorneys going to put on that stand? Oh, man. Yeah. Trust me. I'm most definitely behind the scene, y'all, with the Mo3 shit. Looking at shit. We're watching everything, doing this, doing that. So, yeah, it's about that time. It's almost about that goddamn time. Y'all know I'm ready. I throw all the fake shit out and I keep only the real, man. Yeah, the streets done told me most of the real, so I'm all the way caught up. Smash that like button, man. Rest in peace to Mo3. Rest in peace to Nolen Wells. And if it's free Carmelo Anthony, goddamn it, say that. Smash that like button. Salute to everybody building, y'all. Till next time I'm gone, y'all. It's Big Skull Gang, or no gang, or don't bang. Remember, we don't break the news. We just break the news down, y'all. Shout out to KC Dog, man. The ones we haven't heard from are probably testifying for the grand jury and are under subpoena. Shout out to KC Dog. Good point, KC Dog. Salute to KC Dog, man. Yeah, shout out to my dog, KC Dog, man. Till next time, y'all, I'm gone, man. Salute to everybody in the building, y'all. It's Friday night, y'all. Enjoy yourself. Yeah, matter of fact, it's Saturday morning, goddammit. Kick it, man. Like some more gas up like me, yeah. I'm finna put some more gas in there. I'm finna get back online. I'm finna comb through some more Nolen Wells shit. I'm finna, that's what I do when I get off this thing, y'all. I get right back to looking at what can we show on the show next time? What can we break down? What's real? What's fake? What are these people saying? I'm finna open up a lot of y'all messages on Facebook and Instagram. I'm finna comb through everything y'all send me, gang. Follow me on Instagram, gang. SKO_network, gang. SKO_network on Instagram. Facebook, CHRIS space PETTIE. Facebook, gang. Follow me on all platforms, gang. Follow me on all platforms. Anything y'all want to send me about, not only the Nolen Wells situation, but any situation, gang, send it to me, gang. Send it to me. I want to know more about that goddamn Dixie Mafia too, gang. Yeah. Then I want to know more about that Dixie Mafia and that KKK and goddamn Ocean Springs as well, gang. Yeah. Send me everything, gang. Hit me on the gram. Hit me on Facebook, man. I'm gone, y'all. Enjoy your weekend, gang. Enjoy your weekend, man. Stay the fuck out the way. You know what I mean? Get some money. Whatever, get some pussy, whatever you're going to do this weekend, man, just stay out the way and enjoy yourself. Spend some time with your family, man. Have a drink, man. Have a steak, man. Go do something you want to do this weekend, man. Till next time, I'm gone, gang. Salute to everybody in the building, gang.
To the whole gang, man. To the whole gang. I see y'all in the building, man.
Y'all, it's your boy Justin on the scope. We don't break the news. We just break the news down. It's most definitely Scope Gang, or no gang, or don't bang.
Hey, we're gonna stay real over here, man. Big Show Gang. Salute to everybody that watched this video. Make sure y'all like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. I do live streams all the time.
It's Go Gang and No Gang that don't bang. Salute to everybody. Good. Hold on.
I want to say all this real quick, y'all. Go, hey, gang, come on, man. Just been able to go at Big Cartel, y'all. Go to the website, gang. I got everything in every color, gang. We got everything in every single color, gang. Go show me some love. I think it is. You breaking your gas down, man, on a Go Gang trade. You might not be gang, you know. Yeah, y'all niggas telling y'all big smoke in the chat, y'all big blow and shit. But why ain't you ain't got your trade yet, nigga? Why ain't you niggas ain't got your trade yet? Go to the website and shop with your